Hello, 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 and welcome. It is Super Bowl Sunday. I hope you're doing well. This is the Geekdom 101 Super Magic Show, and it's going to be your pre-show. It's your pre-superb owl Super Bowl show. But really what it is, what this show's going to be is your pre-show for the next 3 episodes of Daima, specifically the one that just ended and the one coming out this coming week. This coming week is Dragon Ball Daima episode 18. I've been talking about episode 18 for months, if you've been paying attention. I've been saying that episode 18 is a big episode. I've been saying February. Well, we're actually here. And it's like in October, I was like, man, I can't wait till February. In November, I was like, man, February's gonna be big. Then December and then January, I'm like, oh, it's next month. And then here we are. We're already here. Time just breezes by, bro. You go to sleep tonight and you're freaking 15. You wake up and you're 50. That's life. But I'm gonna go ahead and bring my guest on. We're gonna be talking about episode 18 of Daima. And 17. We're not too much about 18, but we are going to be talking about episode 17 because we are now in the end game. We are now in the end game. Okay. Let me go ahead and bring in Deaddark, the artist, the tattoo artist, the guy who does the vast majority of my merch. Yo,
how's it going? Good to be back.
How are you?
Not too bad. I've got a bit of a cold, so apologies there for everyone who's going to have to listen to me sniff.
Originally, I was not going to even do a show today because it's Super Bowl Sunday, and starting it at 4, I think would be going into the Super Bowl. So instead, we're doing it a little bit early. Plus, because you live so many hours, or your time zone so many hours ahead, I didn't want to ask you to come on at night again. Because I know you got stuff to do.
Yeah, I mean, like I say, I'm either drawing. You're just sitting in here drawing most of the time, getting out of the way of the soon-to-be wife's hair. So I'm usually free most of the time. I've done all my work this week, so it's all good. But yeah.
Oh, great. Yeah. Well, I mean, are you closed on Sunday? Is that how it works?
Yeah, So I work Monday to Saturday. And I never work. I've worked one Sunday once in my life, when I used to work for a telecommunications company, and I lasted 45 minutes and I left. I hate
what happened those 45 minutes. If you don't mind me asking.
I've never worked a Sunday in my life until that point, and then since I've never worked a Sunday either, and I just will never work a Sunday ever. It's just one of those things in my bones where I just won't do it. I don't even draw on a Sunday.
Well, I was going to ask you well, first of all, I work on Sundays because I'm here. Yeah. So, hello, I'm working. But no, what is it about Sunday? Is it like the Sabbath, or is it just a personal choice that you just say, I'm not working Sunday? Because, I mean, I don't know, man, I'm the kind of guy, I'm weird like this. If there's work to be done and money to be made, I'll work. So, like, I've worked Christmas, I've worked Thanksgiving, I've worked my birthday. So, so I was just curious about why Sunday is so sacred to you.
Honestly, because usually in the morning, I go play football or soccer. So I dedicate a lot of my time to that in the morning. And then after that, it's either just family or just sitting around and just resting, because as an artist, and most artists can relate, you'll probably find most artists awake at 3 o'clock in the morning drawing. So I spend a lot of my time drawing till early hours in the morning, and I don't really get a lot of time to myself. So Sundays is my day, and it just always has been my day.
Well, thank you for being here.
No problem.
That is appreciated. That is appreciated. No, I mean, it's because I mean, I know this doesn't really work to you. I mean, it's work, but I enjoy it because I like, I mean, if my job, I mean, your job is to draw, which can be difficult sometimes, but it's still better than a lot of work out there. I'm blessed because I get to talk about anime for a living. And even though not every day is a great day, like you're gonna have hard days at the office, you're gonna have tough days, you're gonna be tired, you're not gonna want to deal with people, well, whatever, right? Like I think we need to show. I don't mean you, I mean everyone. I think we need to show gratitude sometimes for what we do have. You know what I'm saying? I think too many people like want everything, and there's nothing wrong with having desires, but you got to show gratitude sometimes. Like, hey, like I get paid to talk about cartoons, anime, whatever. That's pretty cool, and I like my job for that. It's kind of cool.
Well, I think this is why I make sure that I give myself one day, because if I just keep working all the time, regardless, I'll resent it. So I need to give myself a break so I can just refresh, give my ADHD brain a bit of a break, and then I'm fresh to go again. That you need to give yourself time, because otherwise, if you use too much of your own personal battery, it's just going to run out, and you'll end up resenting whatever it is that you're doing. Go on.
No. I was gonna say, do you care at all about the Super Bowl over there? I know that American football isn't your thing, but over here it's like a national holiday for a lot of people.
Yeah. So no, I mean there are a couple of my friends that do that are into the NFL and the Super Bowl and all that sort of stuff. But generally, in the country, it's not really. I don't think it'd even be televised over here, to be honest. It might be, but I don't know. It's not really. We watch as a nation. Currently, at the moment, we've got football, so we have something called the FA Cup, which is a big deal.
But your football is soccer, which is the real football. Because when I was a kid, I called it. When I was a kid, I called it football also. Because in Latin America, we call it football. The only place that's not called football is America.
Yeah. You call it soccer, don't they?
Soccer, yeah.
It's fine, whatever. Like over here, currently at the moment, our big thing at the moment is the FA Cup, which is where all your local teams from all divisions can kind of come together to try and compete in this cup. Usually, the ones that are in the highest league are usually the ones that get into the final, but there is the chance for the really, really, really low teams to participate in that final if they get through. But it's really exciting. Get some like higher clubs that really struggle against the lower league clubs, and you never know what's going to happen in the FA Cup, and that's what's so exciting about it.
That's the excitement of live sports. You never know. I treat Dragon Ball a lot like a live sport, because I've seen some people say like, "Oh, I'm not going to watch Daima until all the episodes are out." Or I'm going to wait for the dub or whatever, right? People say that. And that just can't be me, because even if I didn't have this job, even if I wasn't doing this YouTube channel, I would still be watching Dragon Ball every single week as it drops, because I'm such a fan. Even if it starts to suck, I'm still going to watch it to see where the story goes, because I'm already invested as a fan. I already care about the characters. So even though Daima might not be what a lot of people might not have wanted Daima, and that's fair. I mean, there's a lot of things I want that I don't get, but it's a thing where as a Dragon Ball fan, I can't just wait like that. I think there's levels to this, like not in the sense of like who's better than that person or this person's better. It's just when you're a hardcore fan of something, right? It's different than you can claim to be hardcore, but you don't. Let's talk about sports for a minute. I know a guy, because this is about Dragon Ball and sports. I know a guy who, similar to you, he absolutely refuses to work on any day that his football team, the Philadelphia Eagles, they're in the Super Bowl, play. So if it's a Monday, if he looks at the schedule for the season, and he'll request days off on all the days that the Eagles are playing, because he can't miss a game. He has a good job. His job will let him. He stays at home, and he just, watches the game and he can't not watch the game. That's kind of how I am with Dragon Ball, to where I can't wait till, again, even if I didn't have this channel, I can't wait till next month or next year to watch something. If it's out there, I gotta see it. I'll devote, an hour or more or half an hour to watching something just because I'm already like dialed in,
Yeah, I completely get that, and I'm the same with Dragon Ball. Like, there's a tattooist that I know. He doesn't live anywhere near me, but like we speak quite a lot on Instagram, and he's talking to me about Daima and stuff like that. But he can't watch the Japanese dub for some reason, and I'm just like, just watch.
He doesn't know how to read.
Well, that's what I said. He said he finds it difficult to watch the screen and read this, and I was like,
some people are like that though.
Yeah, but for me, like, I don't notice the writing for some reason. I just know, even though I am reading it, I just
you're just a quick reader. That's what it is.
It just works. And I could, like, so when I first started watching your channel,
he is sick, Johnny. Sorry, go ahead. Somebody asked about you being sick. He is sick. Go ahead.
Yeah, I am sick. Sorry, apologies to everyone.
No. It's other people in the chat are sick too. I hope y'all get better. Really, I was sick a month ago, so I can relate. Go ahead, bro. I just want to let them know.
Yeah, so like because for some reason I couldn't get hold of the Japanese dub when Super first come out, and I was reading the manga, so I was subscribed to your channel for reviews and stuff like that. So I was trying to get as much of that content as much as I could. So that's what I had to do. And then eventually I found some dodgy link on Facebook when I was actually watching it all, and I was watching it all in Japanese. Like, I just needed to know what was going on. I needed to see it. And I think if you
are you one of those guys that also watches stuff in English with subtitles? Like, sometimes I'll watch The Sopranos and I'll have the subtitles on in case I miss something with an accent or something like that. Yeah. You know what I mean?
Yes. Yeah. So
that's becoming a more common thing now, I've noticed.
Yeah, because some, like, say, like, for example, I don't know if you've seen Nosferatu, the new movie that's come out.
I saw it and I reviewed it. Yeah, I saw it in theaters.
What a movie. But there's some bits of dialogue in there that I didn't quite get. So when now it's out on digital in the UK now, so I put the subtitles on just to see what they actually said, because sometimes you miss bits. And yeah, like, it's very rarely I'll put subtitles on because I like to be immersed in the whole story. And if I miss it,
and there's somebody in the chat who said I have bad eyesight. I can relate. I have bad eyesight too. So if reading subtitles is hard, there are logical reasons for it. But my point is, even if I had trouble reading the subs, I would still watch Dragon Ball because I need to see what's going on immediately. I can't wait for next week. I can't wait for tomorrow night. Like, if Daima airs at 9 a.m. on Fridays, which it does, I am up 10 minutes before. I watch it in Japanese without subtitles first. Always do that. Then I watch the subtitle version about 2 hours later. And that's just me, bro. That's just me. I can't wait. I can't wait. You know what I mean?
Yeah, it was like, so before we had Super, I'd watch anything that was Dragon Ball related. There was, I think, like, this online comic multiverse type thing that I was reading. I can't remember what it's called.
Dragon Ball Multiverse. That's what. It's called.
Yeah, it was something like that, and I loved it. I thought it was actually quite good, to be fair. I was going to submit some artwork myself and try and do my own little story, but I never did in the end. But yeah, like,
hold on.
Yeah.
This guy says, didn't realize you were about to start charging us for exclusive Dragon Ball info. Well, there goes this week's this whole channel. When did I say anything like that? When did we say anything even remotely like that?
Didn't realize you were about to start what is he on about?
I don't know. When did I say anything like that? When have I said anything even remotely like that?
Maybe it's because he can't read, and maybe that's what are you talking about, man? Oh my god,
I don't know what he's talking about. It could be some shit that because remember, people like to hear things and believe them. So yeah, I don't know what he's talking about.
People just, oh my god. Okay, whatever, Tony. Whatever,
bro. Yeah. All right. Also, somebody in the chat said Gomah's not the final boss. We have 3 episodes left.
So if we
Goma's the final boss, bro. Enough with the copium. Gomah is the final boss.
Just think about it. You've got 3 episodes less. Who else are you going to bring?
They're just Deaddark. They're just going to bring in somebody out of nowhere and say, "Oh no, I'm the real final boss."
Yeah, that's it. Yeah, they're going to bring in, I don't know, Margin Booback or something. So stupid.
Yeah, great. So what do you think, man, as an artist, about great value Jiren, bro? AliExpress Jiren, Gomah. I've talked about this before. I even showed evidence of it. I've seen this already. I saw what he looked like months ago. Yeah. And before I even saw what he looked like, one of my sources goes, yeah, he looks like Jiren, except with a different face. And I was like, oh, yeah? And then here we are. It's because they have the white gloves and the black and red. But I look at that and I'm thinking to myself, okay, is Toriyama, because Toriyama designed Gomah, is Toriyama purposely is he purposely making fun of the fact that Jiren was the last guy they fought in the Dragon Ball Super anime? Or is it just him just not really thinking it through, maybe being lazy and just coming up with this? Because I think it's done on purpose. Because Toriyama does a lot of shit on purpose to troll people.
It wouldn't surprise me.
Great value Jiren, bro.
Yeah, it wouldn't surprise me if that's what he did, because he does like to, or he did like to do that. But I personally, when I saw it, people said, "Oh yeah, Jiren." I personally didn't think of it, because usually when I think of red and black, Demon Realm, red and black, I think danger, that sort of stuff. So that's the kind of method that I think when I saw that character design. The only thing that because I was literally talking about this morning when I was at the gym with my friend, and he was saying, "Oh, it's just basically, Jiren." And I said, it's the coloring. I think if you'd have took the red out and put purple, I think it probably would have look a little bit. Not that
you think so?
Yeah, definitely. Because when he starts powering up, when he first transformed and he had the eye,
and he has like that magic energy that's purple. Is that what you're talking about?
When he powers up, if the suit is like a purple. When he powers up, then that suit will change slightly because of the different tones. So you would have got like a slightly lighter purple. And I think it probably, I might even draw it actually just to see what it might look like myself. But I think that probably would have looked a little bit better. But Toriyama probably didn't care. And also as well, purple would look well with the background, because the Demon Realm, or that first Demon Realm is red and orange. So those color contrasts would have worked really well. At least I think it would have done anyway. Yeah, that's probably what I would have done. But I like it. It does remind you of.
Sorry, I was muted. I was just asking you what you think about the overall design. I apologize.
Do I think of what? Sorry.
What do you think about King Gomah's design? Like his new. I was wondering what you thought about it as an artist.
Yeah, I like it. So when I originally thought that he wouldn't get big, because I've seen the design before, but I couldn't see his face, and I didn't think he's going to be like 30 feet tall.
Wait a minute. You said you saw the design, but you didn't see his face. How'd you see the design?
I don't know. Someone.
Oh, okay. Go ahead.
Someone I know.
You're gonna make people mad now. You're gonna make people mad now by saying that. But go ahead. Go ahead.
I don't know.
I mean, you are my merch guy. It helps if you know what's coming before other people do.
It would help. But yeah, so based on that, I thought he was quite small. Like he stayed his same size, but he was just bigger.
Just got buff. That would have been funnier, actually. But I don't think people would have taken it seriously.
But then when he went massive, I was like, okay, I don't hate it. It makes sense. But I like it. I do really like it. I'm not too sure about his face, because his face is still round.
Yeah.
I don't think it really fits. But who am I to say? Because it's
it's like it. Well, no, you're somebody who's an artist. Like that's why I asked you, because you have a different eye than other people. I wouldn't. It's not even disrespectful. I don't think if if you say I like it, I don't like it, or I would have liked this more, because ultimately, bro, the design is goofy. Like, it looks goofy as shit. Like, you've got Gomah's head on Jiren's body. It's
Yeah.
really, really goofy. And
Yes.
what I'm trying to figure out is, was this done on purpose? And we can't ask Toriyama because he passed away. But I want to know if this design was something that he purposely said, okay, I'm going to troll the Jiren fans and make this guy look like this.
I think so. And it's probably a case of that because Jiren was supposed to be this undefeatable warrior. He's stronger than gods, blah, 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 and all this sort. And then we've got this guy who's, you know, who's just as powerful. They've got no hope. Like, how the hell are they going to beat him? He stopped him with one finger.
That was awesome. That was awesome.
Yeah, it was really cool.
That was awesome.
The whole fight sequence was cool.
Well, let's talk about it. That sequence where they started playing the final boss music and they the camera followed them from behind. When they started playing that final boss JRPG music, bro, I got butterflies because when I first started hearing it, right, I was like, oh my God, this really sounds like we made it to the end of like Final Fantasy. Like it's got the same Nobuo Uematsu type of vibe. And I was like, wow, like this music. And then you see the camera like following them. And then you see, it's like a roller coaster ride because you're third person. They're right in front of you. And then when they shift to them all doing their attacks, Goku's doing the Kamehameha, Vegeta's doing the Gallic Gun, and the camera is slowly panning around them, bro. And then after Glorio and Supreme Kai, it's Ku and Du and Tamagami 1. That is a Dragon Ball final battle. That is like the Cell Saga. That is like the Buu Saga. That is like the end of the superhero movie where everyone's got to work together to beat him. And I like that. And what about the fact that he created his own fighting arena, bro? Like what Cell and the Grand Priest did with Tournament of Power, bro. He just used magic to make his own little fighting arena.
I don't know if you remember. I mentioned it to you ages ago. I think that's going to be the we actually see that. We've seen that before. That particular with the rib cage sort of like coming round like this. We've seen that before.
Yes, and you were the one who reached out to me and you go, "Hey man, is this when they summoned the dragon?" And I was like, "That was a bad impression of you."
Yeah.
And I go, "I don't think so."
No,
I didn't know what it was because the images that I have of Gomah and Goku don't show that much detail because they're very early images. Yeah. I'm thinking about showing them next week, bro, when the big event happens. Like actually showing the I mean, not in right away, but actually showing the original document. You know,
I'd show it at the end if it was me. I'd show it right at the right.
No, I mean, I'm talking about me. Like, I might show the document that I have of what it looks like before you see it, if that makes sense.
Yeah.
So, but the thing that's funny though is there's a guy in the chat who was like, he goes, hold on, this question's funny. Geekdom, bro, does any elements from GT going to be used in the upcoming Daima episodes besides Red Dragon? What? Yes, I know. He's asking if there's anything from GT they're going to use in Daima in the next 3 episodes. Yes, you will see something from GT. You'll also see something from Dragon Ball Z as well. So we're going to get the super chats here in just a minute. So thank you guys for the patience. But what I was going to say, Deaddark, is I mean like the original document. But I think you're right. I think. And we're going to talk about it more in just a minute, but I think they're going to wait until near the end of the episode to actually, because I think next week's episode is when they actually lose. You know what I mean? Like they actually lose.
Yeah.
That's what I'm thinking.
Like, say, like with the episode that's just happened, the fight sequence was absolutely phenomenal, obviously, but we've got more to come. Surely.
Yeah, 3 more episodes to go. Yeah. All right, super chat time. We got it. If you want to send your question to super chat, go for it. Yeah, they get priority. Thoughts on the Nioi bow? He's talking about the Goku's artifact, the Nioi bow, aka the power pole, as they call it. I am so happy that he uses it here. I thought that was very, very cool. But I'm glad it made a comeback in Daima, and I love that he was using it to fight Majin Buu. What do you think, Deaddark, that we're still using the power pole and the Oibo this deep into the show? I'm happy they didn't just get rid of it.
I really like it because it's sticking to his roots as well. You know, it's very, and also as well with Black Wukong, the game that come out as well. Everyone was Monkey King, and obviously you used Nuivo in that as well, or you know his stuff. And it's just nice to see. It's just, you know, he's a kid again. It's nice to see him use his power. But I like it. I really do like it. I think it's a nice homage to Dragon Ball. Because obviously Daima is like a big adventure, and you get that vibe. And even my friend was talking about it earlier on. He says the thing that he likes about Daima is the fact that it's a fun adventure. There's comedy in it as well, which is obviously what Toriyama is. What I think he's known for more, because he's a gag manga artist. You know, so I like it all, and bringing old stuff back, like, and because it's. Okay, so this is slightly going off a little bit of topic a little bit. So say,
are you sure we want to get to this now?
No, it will make sense.
Go for it.
Yeah. The Alien Romulus film that come out, there was loads and loads and loads of old references from the old films.
Yes, right? yes, tons.
It annoyed me because it's like, make your own stuff. One little thing, one little nod to the past is fine. And this is what Daima's done. It's like one little nod to the past. This Naiba is a big thing, and I like it. It's just that tiny little element, and that's just enough.
You mean like an Easter egg?
Yeah, one little Easter egg, and that's it. Remember berries.
Well, yeah, there's a few. There's many of those in Daima, but I think this coming week's episode is going to be. You and I have been talking about this now we've been talking about it now for about what, 5 months, 6 months, about when this actually happens.
Yeah, I think even well before then.
Maybe the summer.
I think it was when you first messaged me about it, when I was at work, wasn't I? When you first talked to me when it was Magic, I think that was March. Pretty sure it was March, maybe April, that you talked to me about it originally.
I don't know originally when I talked to you about it, but I'm talking about specifically this.
Oh yeah,
episode 18. I'm talking about specifically episode 18.
Yeah.
Because what I was trying to say was, what I've been saying for months is I don't know what the reaction is going to be for some people. I think some people are going to love it. I think some are going to just laugh at it. I think some won't like it. But Well, what do you think?
From what I've seen on, because I've seen a lot of posts.
Me too,
and a lot of comments about it. And in all honesty, I think it's gonna. I think a lot of hardcore fans that know the story and know how things work, I think they're gonna like it. I think the ones that are dipping in and out, and ones that have only watched Super, ones that are only just starting to come, I think it's going to confuse a lot of people. In all honesty, I think it's going to confuse people.
Well, it will confuse some people.
Yeah.
Then I have to come along and make my video explaining it. And then some won't be confused, and some won't watch it and will still be confused.
Exactly, yeah. I think they're going to get confused. But in all honesty, I think I'm going to love it. I genuinely can't wait for it. Thanks.
Right. No, we have a very special merchandise line that's going to drop next week, probably immediately following or shortly following that episode airing. I'm going to have a new piece of merch up immediately. I got to talk to you about that because I kind of we'll discuss like what you did and what we'll talk about it off the air. But I'm going to have a new piece of merch representing this coming week's episode for people to get early. So you'll have your first chance at getting this merch with this situation. Let's call it a situation, like situation like that guy from Jersey Shore.
Yeah, I've got a poster coming as well, ready.
Really?
Yeah.
A different one or the piece of art you already saw?
So I've got, it's a brand new poster. So I've got the Tamagami fights. I've got Goku, Vegeta, and Do.
You drew this.
Yeah.
Okay.
They're on my Instagram. I don't know if you can bring it up or whatever.
I might be able to. Yeah. Go ahead. Keep talking. I'm gonna look it up while you do that.
I've got Vegeta, Goku. Do is nearly finished, and then I've got the new secret one, and then there's one before.
Wait a minute. The new secret one is on your Instagram, bro? Because that is not good.
No, that's not on there. That's not on there.
Because people right now are like, quick, go to his Instagram.
No, the secret one is not on there. The special one is not on there. But the Vegeta and Goku one are on there ready. Versus
I found it _ Deaddark. Is that one or is it a different one?
That's the tattoo one. It's Deaddark 23 is the
okay.
Got 2.
Okay, yeah, I remember you had 2, but I forgot which was which. See, yeah. I'm only following the other one. Okay, I see the alien. That's supersonic. That, by the way, supersonic is not coming to Daima, so don't start thinking that. I'm gonna set up a poll for you guys to vote on something here in just a minute. I see your bro. There's a picture of 9 pieces of art around it, and then your face in the middle, bro. But the funniest thing about this picture is it's your real face. I thought you were going to draw like an anime version of you, but instead you used your real face.
I could have done, couldn't I? Yeah, I should have done. In like Dragon Ball style or something, Toriyama style.
Let me see if I can share this. Hold on. Present, share screen. Give me 1 second. The people must see this, bro. All right. Bro, why'd you put your face in the middle, bro? Why did you put your face in the middle, bro? It's fucking tic-tac-toe, bro. You're playing tic-tac-toe, bro. Are we playing bingo, bro?
I can't remember why I did it. What does it say on it?
It's on the screen right now.
So I was like in this bloody thing where people were sharing like the artist and the art sort of thing. I should take it down, really, to be fair.
No, don't. It's funny. Leave it up. It's funny. All right, which one is the one from Daima? You said it's up here.
That Vegeta one there next to Sonic, and then the Goku one next to Metal Sonic.
Hold on.
Above it.
Vegeta one next to this one. Wait, no, this.
Up.
Oh, I went too far. Okay, this is. Oh, I like that. Yeah, I like that one. And then that is Chainsaw Man. That is not he's not coming to Daima either, by the way, in case people want to know. He's not coming this week. Yeah, the Brady Bunch shot. Somebody said in the chat. Yeah, well, where's the one you said you were working on, bro? You said it's not here, or I thought it was here.
If you go up one, there's Goku on the left there, underneath the alien. Left, yeah.
Oh, wait. So this, okay. So you have them in separate.
Yeah.
Oh, now I get it. I thought that it was one big picture, not a bunch of little separate ones.
No, not yet. I think maybe once Daima's ended, because I'm presuming they're going to make a wish with these new Dragon Balls, and I'm presuming the dragon is going to look very different. So I may do a collaborative one with all of them.
That could work, bro.
Yeah,
that could work.
A super huge post. But those 2 are the posters. I've got Do coming. I've got Goku and Vegeta together. I'm probably going to do them as Super Saiyan 3. And I'm going to do a special one after.
Deaddark 23 is the Instagram. Don't be going up in his fucking DMs asking him to give you Daima leaks, bro. That's not going to happen. Don't give him shit, bro.
Won't happen.
They got to wait a week for it. I promised I wouldn't leak anything else, and I'm keeping that promise because this week I'm going to prove it too to the people because they're like, oh, you leaked everything. No, I didn't. There's still a lot of things I didn't leak. For example, Gomah being the final boss, I've known that since like August, maybe before then, August, September, I think, maybe September. I don't remember, right? And I didn't leak that. I didn't leak I didn't leak the fucking what do you call it? The Pride Trooper outfit either. I didn't leak any of that. That was stuff that I kept to myself. There's still 2 more things that have not come out yet about Dragon Ball, and nobody's put it out either. So I mean, that's good.
Yeah.
So I wanted to let the people vote on this. All right, guys. So the two comments I've been seeing more than anything in the comments in the chat is Super Saiyan 4 or a new fusion, or I'm sorry, Super Saiyan 4 or some kind of new form, or fusion. So I'm gonna let people vote on what they want, not what you think is gonna happen. Actually, no, let's change it. What do you think is happening in? Okay, so here's the poll. I'm gonna ask you guys, what do you think is happening in episode 18, new form or fusion? Because I've seen a lot of people say SS3 Vegito, so I wonder if that's you know what I mean.
I mean, that could happen. That could happen.
Yeah. All right. So Justin says that SS3 Goku transformation was very clean.
Yeah, very.
That is true. Yeah, it was very, very clean.
Oh, sorry.
Bless you, bro. Mute the mic next time.
Oh, sorry.
You're about to give me those germs.
Oh my god. Oh.
What'd you think about the SS3 transformation that Goku did? I thought it was pretty awesome. Yeah. Now let's get serious.
Yeah, the Super Saiyan 3 transformation is probably one of my favorite looking transformations, just because it breaks the mold so much. Yeah, I love it. It's just the thing that sometimes it does my head in about it as well is when they draw him, they forget to put his pupils in, and they've done it in the next episode as well. They forgot to put his pupils in one scene.
Yeah, or it's unfinished, like you said earlier, or maybe they did it on purpose. I don't know. Somebody brought it up in the chat actually, and they're asking me if it's a hint for something, and I didn't even see it in the next episode preview. Like I missed that detail entirely when I saw it.
I see it all the time. Like when I did the merch for you for Vegeta Super Saiyan 3, the original.
We got that up quick, didn't we?
Oh yeah, but if you notice, I drew it without the pupils, and then I fixed it.
I don't remember. It's fine. I like it the way it is.
Yeah.
So let's get to some more of these super chats, man. We got a lot here we're going to catch up on. New form theories. Gomah's third eye magic has some kind of effect on Goku's body, like the blood waves. 2, the Nyoibo is a demon realm relic and causes the form only in the demon realm. Okay. 3, Neva does something like old Kai and GT. So those are all very, very logical. Those are all very logical theories, because the truth is, okay, I'm just going to upfront say this so that people understand. And I'm just going to say it up front. And because I saw somebody earlier saying, do you think blank? It's not about what I think. I know what you're going to see this week. I've already seen what it looks like. I know what you're going to see this week. I know what episode 18 is. If I didn't know, I wouldn't have been telling you since back in September that episode 18 is a big episode. In February, how many times I said February? It's all going to be in February. Now it's February, right? I'm making that clear so that you understand that I'm not going to reveal what it is, but I am wondering what the people want to know, which is that. Now, if it's a new transformation, there has been no foreshadowing. There's been foreshadowing to fusion because they have the bugs, but there's no foreshadowing to a new transformation. So is it going to be a thing where they just pull it out of left field? Dragon Ball fans tend to not like those kind of ass pulls, including myself. What do you think?
Yeah, I don't like the ass pulls either. It's just like, okay, it's that's all really you can say about it. No, we don't really like it. I would like to see a new fusion. I personally would like to see Do and Ku fuse. I really, really like those two characters. They're like, I think him and those two. Sorry, and I always forget his name. The guy who had the belt with the demon eye.
Are you talking about Hybis?
Yes, Hybis. I love Hybis. He's him and Doonku are my favorite characters in Daima so far. And I would like to see Doonku do a fusion with the bugs. I think that maybe I think it would be cool if, like, because Goku's lost the pouch with everything in it, with the bugs in.
The
How fun
bugs, yeah.
they pick it up and they just eat them, and then they fuse.
What's this? Oh no! Yeah. Some think that the Tamagamis are gonna like. They're like Nabot's gonna bring in the other two Tamagamis to help with the fight. You know what I mean?
Yeah, that'd be really cool.
That would be cool to see all three of them working together. Because I've said before, my favorite thing about Daima is the Tamagamis. That's one of the coolest designs Toriyama's ever come up with. Those cool weapons they have, the way they talk. Like, I love the Tamagamis, man. That's legit my favorite thing. Like if somebody were to say, what is the one thing from Daima that you really, really love unconditionally? It is the Tamagami, bro. I love that idea. Dragon Ball Guardians. Like, that's fucking cool, bro.
100%. Yeah, I can see they've put a real lot of love and care into it, to be honest. It seems very Toriyama, and it's just you can tell there's a lot of care and a lot of love going into this series, and it is a shame that it's not continuing. I would love to see a manga version of this as well. I think
of Daima.
Yeah,
that's not coming. At least not anytime soon.
No, I know it's not, but that's what I personally would like to see. I would like, because like, even like, I know.
Why don't you draw it?
I don't have the time. I don't have the time. I wish I
did.
did.
Deaddark's Dragon Ball Daima manga.
Well, I'm already trying to work on my own Dragon Ball inspired manga anyway.
No, I know, but still, it would be awesome. And then you could have me as a co-writer, and then we're gonna have Goku saying the fuck word every 2 seconds, and people are gonna be like, "Yeah, I could tell that's somebody. I could tell who wrote this."
Yeah,
Goku's gonna say, "Are you fucking shitting me?" Something Goku would never say, bro.
Yeah.
This would be so stupid, dude. Just to goof. So I actually like all three of JD's ideas here. Which of the three do you like the best? That do you think is most probable if it's a new form? By the way, somebody in the chat was like, "You already said there was a new form coming." Yes, I did say that. I have said in the past there's a new form coming. However, people think it's going to be. People don't know if it'll be this week or next week. That's what I think people are curious about. But some don't think there's going to be a new form at all. So anyways, Deaddark, I'm sorry. I didn't mean to interrupt you, bro. I apologize.
It's no problem. I actually like third eye magic kind of effect on Goku's body. I like that.
There's not going to be some lore about orange form.
What?
Orange Piccolo? That has nothing to do with this, brother.
No,
has nothing to do with where we're at right now.
No, there won't be.
I don't think so. To both of you, what's your favorite Super Saiyan transformation? I personally love Super Saiyan 4, especially Limit Breaker. I've answered this question before, so I think I did a tier list. Mine is similar, but a little bit more of an underdog. I actually love Golden Great Ape. I really do. No, that's not a hint for Daima. No, don't look into anything I'm saying. I'm saying I genuinely love the idea of a Super Saiyan ape.
Yeah, I quite like that. Do you know what? My favorite was when it first come out was actually Super Saiyan 4. I actually really liked it.
Different from everything else.
That I think that's the thing that I like, though, is like I like breaking the mold. So obviously Super Saiyan 2, very similar. There was a similar sort of lore to Super Saiyan 3, but it looks drastically different.
Right.
Saiyan 4 just completely smashes that, but it still gives you that primal Saiyan element, which is what I like. I like things when they change and they adapt things as well. It's like, for example, like Sparking Zero, for example, if you do the what if story and Goku turns Super Saiyan against Vegeta when he's in the Great Ape form. I love that. I love that part. But yeah, so to answer the question, Super Saiyan 4 is my favorite transformation.
No, I mean, it's a lot of people's favorite. It really is. And it wasn't even designed by Toriyama. Nakatsuru designed it, and then Toriyama later on drew it for the Dragon Box. And to my knowledge, when Toriyama drew Super Saiyan 4 for the Dragon Box DVD release, this is years after a GT aired. I think that's the first time he ever drew Super Saiyan 4. I think it was that one for that DVD release.
It's like a little pen sketch, from what I remember.
Yeah. It was like done on like a napkin or something, like real quick, like Yeah,
I remember.
Yeah. Jacob says, "Will the new form in Daima look familiar?" No comment. I know what you're trying to do, brother, and I ain't gonna fall for it. Saint Fisuto says, "I know this most likely won't happen. What if the bug fusion, whoever they will be, will have extra limbs like fusions in Steven Universe?" I've actually never seen Steven Universe, but that is a very wacky idea if that's what they do, bro. Having some kind of like Saiyan centipede or some shit, bro. Goku's got his head on Vegeta's got his head on Goku's ass, bro. Sorry, Kenny. This burrito is too delicious.
Yeah,
that's a South Park reference.
I think if anything like that was to happen, it would work with Do and Ku, but I don't think it would work with anybody else.
Yeah, people keep saying Do and Ku fusion, and I'm thinking, why doesn't Majin Do just absorb? Because he's got the belly flab. Ku doesn't have that. He's just a Cyberman, but taller. But Do has the belly flab. Why doesn't he just absorb? You know what I mean? They could do that.
But can they, though? Because we don't know. Because they're
right. You might be right. They might not be able to.
They're a lesser version of Boo. Like, they're nowhere near as powerful. So maybe they don't have the same sort of powers that Majin Buu had. So it might be possible that they just can't. And maybe they've never even thought about it, because they're quite new to the world, literally a few hours.
They're very young.
They've not really encountered fusion, really. So, but yeah,
absorption. It would be absorption. But yeah, maybe he can't. You're right. So somebody in the comments wrote, "Bro, Tien had 6 limbs." Correct. He did use a technique that grew him extra limbs, but I think he's talking about a fusion where you end up with extra limbs. That's different than a technique. Okay. Lastra Pop Customs, excuse me. Plot hole, why didn't anyone use Third Eye to defeat Tamagamis in the past? Because it was lost. Now, if you're talking about in the deep past, I don't know, but it could be a thing where either the Dragon Balls were created after the Third Eye was lost, or it could also be, and I don't have a direct answer for you, I'm just kind of filling in the blanks here. It could also be that when the Demon King has the Third Eye, he doesn't care about the Dragon Balls anymore. He's done everything he wants with the Third Eye. You know what I mean?
Yeah, if you've got that kind of power, you don't really need the Dragon Balls, I suppose. And because if you're already this omnipotent force where you no one else is going to beat the Tamagamis to get the Dragon Balls anyway, because everyone says you can't beat them. So the easier way to do it is to get the eye. So then you've got the eye, and then nobody else is going to be able to beat the Tamagami. So you have no need to use the Dragon Balls, I suppose. But yeah, the timeline of when the Dragon Balls are created and the eye, I suppose, would be helpful. But that would be my guess as for that.
Yeah, I think the Third Eye is really what they crave more than anything.
Yeah.
Joseph Laldinglian, excuse me. He might be Filipino. Bro, what is your vision or idea on how Daima will end? Will the dodo bird be in Daima? I don't know what dodo bird you're talking about. If you're talking about the bird that's in the intro to the show and the outro, no, because that bird is supposed to represent Toriyama. That's why Goku is an adult and he's in the sky and he sees all the feathers, because that's supposed to represent Toriyama. Because Toriyama's name means Bird Mountain. His company's called Bird Studios. Toriyama's always used a bird. So that's why the bird is in the intro. That's not going to be in the show, I don't believe.
No.
Wouldn't make sense. It's a stylistic choice. You know what I mean?
Yeah, definitely.
Not to mention that if you look at that scene, it's Goku in the sky, and the song lyrics are like, "Here comes a new story," and that's what that is,
Yeah.
So, because this is a new story. Um, To Wayne says, episode wasn't perfect. I hate when Goku decided to go all out at the end of the episode. If he knew he was strong, should have went SS3 in the beginning. Yeah, but when does Goku ever do that though?
No.
Like, when does Goku ever do that? Like, I think people need to remember what the show they're in. In the Broly movie, he fought Broly in Super Saiyan God, then Blue. Why didn't you just go to Blue? Like Goku never does that, bro. Like, that's the thing. Now, are you saying that if you were Goku, you wouldn't do it? I agree with you. It is smart to just go to your max form and fight serious. But in Goku's case, he never likes doing that. He likes to conserve his energy to test his opponent to see how tough they are. Now, if you think that's dumb, then that's fine. That's your opinion. I can't even say you're wrong about that because there is a level of naivety to it. However, this is not a Daima problem. In the Broly movie, Goku didn't use all his forms right away. In in the fight with Jiren, he was Super Saiyan, then God, then Blue. Like, Goku never just jumps to his final form. Like, almost never.
Most fighters don't. Even in realistic fighting, in boxing, MMA, you
feeling out process, right?
have to feel them out because it's like you study your opponent beforehand, obviously, but you unless you know you can finish them straight away because you want to make an impact, like Conor McGregor when he knocked out Jose Aldo in 13 seconds.
I remember that.
Yeah, he'd already won, and so he knew how to win, and he took the opportunity when it come. But 9 times out of 10, when you're facing an opponent, you need to feel that opponent out.
Yeah.
So it's not just a Dragon Ball thing. It's just a general thing in fighting in general. Vegeta doesn't even do it. He'd very rarely, like when he fought Broly, he was in base form at first, and then he was like, "Hey, this guy's got something about him," so he transforms, and then he's carrying on. He's like, "This is."
It's a Dragon Ball trope. You know what I mean? It's something that even if people don't like it, which again I understand, it's nothing new. Dragon Ball's always done that.
Exactly. Even our favorite character has done it, Frieza. It's just part.
Why didn't Frieza just go in it? Well, he explained because he can't control himself, even though that was a lie. So, all right. Ronwell Nagales. This is my first super chat here. Thank you. My young idol from WandaVision MCU the other day likes my young idol. I thought I misread that, but I guess I didn't. From WandaVision MCU the other day likes my post regarding Goku uses Spirit Bomb on Gomah. In my humble opinion, SS4 is not happening, but I see fusion bugs happening. Okay, yeah, I don't know what you mean by idol. I don't know what.
I think someone who is in WandaVision liked his post about
like a actor.
I think so. Yeah, I think that's
okay. I'm sorry.
Goku's going to use a Spirit Bomb on Gomah. Super Saiyan 4 is not happening, but he thinks the fusion bugs are going to work. I think that's what he means.
Yeah. Well, the fusion bugs, there's 2 possibilities with them, but I don't know which one is going to. There's 2 possibilities with the fusion bugs, but I'm not sure which one they're going to do first.
Yeah.
That's something that I have not talked about yet, but there's a couple of things in my head that I'm thinking, but I don't want to say it. But I don't think I'm just going to say this. It's not Vegeta or Gogeta because bug fusion is not Potara and it's not Metamorph. If it's going to be Goku and Vegeta fusing, it's going to be a brand new name. Somebody said Kakagita or something like that in there, which I thought was funny.
Kakagita?
Kakagita.
Veku does exist, I suppose, but
already, yeah, right. Raxander Jin Amunka says, in my humble opinion, Arinsu gets Neva to make a wish. He wishes for Goku to harness the dragon's power like a Tamagami demon realm form to protect it in the future. So he's basically saying the dragon's gonna unlock a new form for Goku. They just did that with Superhero for Piccolo. I don't know if they're gonna do that again here.
It wouldn't surprise me if they did.
Right.
It wouldn't surprise me. I hope they don't. Because I think the way the story is going so far, everything is going very well. It would.
What do you mean everything's going very well?
I think the way the story is being told it's all good, and I don't think that them doing something similar to Superhero would be a very good idea.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I don't think we're gonna get the dragon to help with the fight, but I could be wrong. I mean, I'm not sure.
Yeah, I mean, I suppose maybe if that did happen, then I suppose Never could then bring everyone. Everyone goes back to Earth, and then he just brings the Dragon Balls back, the Earth Dragon Balls back to life, and then brings everyone back to their adult form again, because he's got control over the Earth Dragon Balls, hasn't he? So I could see it happening. I can see it happening, but I wouldn't be very happy if it did.
I don't know, man. It's possible. I just don't know.
Yeah.
Like I don't know. Yeah. Okay, we have another super chat here. It could be from JD. He says, if the fight is borrowing from Wukong versus Erlang Shen, I did talk about that last week. Gomah probably needs his scepter to clash with the Nyoibo, hoping the magic is off the chain. I actually hope you're right about that too, because that would be something different. Goku as a Super Saiyan 3 using the power pole as a weapon would actually be kind of a cool visual.
That would be, that would be really.
Even if it's just for one part of the fight, that's fine.
What if, let's say that, he'd use the power pole, Nyoibo. Let's say all the Tamagamis are there. Because he's obviously got this magic now, and he can do what he wants, essentially, fuses all the Tamagami's weapons together to create his own weapon, and Goku and Gomah fight that, and then that's where they get that Erling Shang and Wukong reference. That'd be quite cool.
Yeah, no, and I'm going to do a video with Jordan about Erlang Shen versus Wukong and how it mirrors Gomah versus Goku, but I can't do it yet because I want to know exactly how everything plays out this week. Because like we've talked about, bro, I know stuff, but I don't know everything. And I don't know how things are going to play out. I will say this. I have a theory about the next week's episode. You know how in the next episode preview, they only showed Super Saiyan 3 Goku against Gomah, and that's all we saw? I think that's like literally the first minute of the episode. I think literally it starts with SS3 Goku and Gomah fighting. Then all the important shit happens after that. You know what I mean?
I agree. I think I think you're right. I think that part starts first, and then I think Vegeta's going to go Super Saiyan 3. I think we're going to see them both together with it, and I think they're going to struggle, and that's going to be in the middle of it, and then it's obviously going to happen after. It's just going to get even worse.
What do you think about the fact that Goku asked for help right at the beginning of the fight? That was something uncharacteristic of him, and that should. And okay, think about this, because somebody else asked earlier if they think. Somebody else asked earlier if they think if the third eye is more powerful than Buu. Goku did not ask for help against Majin Buu until he was already in the fight. With Gomah, he literally asked for help immediately. Yeah. That means that in Goku's eyes, Gomah might be worse than Majin Buu.
Yeah,
you might have a problem with that, but it is the next chapter after Buu, so he would have to probably be stronger, at least in magic power.
Yeah, I would be happy with that. I would be happy with that, to be honest. I quite like that idea. Because you're right. It was only, and he was reluctant to go Super Saiyan 3 as well. He was like, "Oh, I've got no choice."
Maybe because he knows that it could drain his power a lot. That could be why he avoided it.
And
you know?
he struggled with Majin Buu as Super Saiyan 3 as well. So, yeah,
I know that the third eye is supposed to be more powerful than I think most versions of Majin Buu. I don't know about Buhan, but I think it's more than Fat Buu, more than Super Buu. I think, but again, that's just a guess. I don't have guidebooks that say that yet. We have to wait for that to ever come out, if it even does.
there are power scalers out there that will probably figure it out as well. Anyway, aren't there? So.
Well, it's not that difficult. Power scaling isn't even that hard. So I think the issue is we have to wait. We can't do the power scale now because we have to wait and see how Super Saiyan 3 does against Gomah. If Gomah fights Super Saiyan 3 Goku and struggles with him at first and then gets serious and starts whooping his ass, then that's one thing. But if Gomah just smacks him away like he's nothing, then that's like, well, then objectively he's probably stronger than Boo because Boo didn't do that.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Yeah, and he's I think that I can see that happening. And I hope I hope he is stronger.
Well, I mean, it would just make sense, the villains get stronger as they go along,
Give more value to the Demon Eye as well.
I mean, I said that I've been telling people, bro, the third eye ain't no joke. And you see him like moving shit, like, dude, this motherfucker was fighting and he had rocks that were moving around him telepathically. He was like, it was almost like when Darth Vader in Empire Strikes Back is throwing those crates at Luke and he's just sitting there, it was like that, like, except the Dragon Ball version. And Gomah made it look easy. He made it look easy that these guys were nothing to him. And it's Goku, Vegeta, Piccolo, Kudu, Glorio, and Shin, and Tamagami 1. Like, add up all their power, they could be a serious problem. And they didn't do shit because he made a force field and protected himself.
Yeah.
That sequence was incredible, bro.
Yeah. It was a really, really fun sequence to watch. I enjoyed it. It was.
I might actually put it on, bro. Do you think maybe I can put it on? Hold on. You want to revisit this with me?
100%.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. I'm just gonna say this then. In the replay of this stream, this part may get cut out if we have a copyright issue, which could happen. And if it is claimed on copyright, this part coming up is going to get cut out. But I want to watch the sequence from Daima of Goku versus Goku and the gang versus Gomah. So we're gonna watch it together here. I may pause it throughout. All right. So this is a little under 2 minutes, right?
Let's go.
This sequence is Ryo Onishi's a tremendous animator, bro.
Yeah.
See how the camera's just following them around, bro? Fucking awesome. Now the final boss music starts. You hear that, right? That's the final boss music.
Quality. Absolutely.
Bro, tell me that's not fucking final boss music, bro. How many video games have you played where final boss music sounds just like that?
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah. Still got more to come.
And notice that the music is playing and the sound effects are turned up.
Yes. So
it sounds like we're playing an RPG, bro. This is so video game influenced. Tamagami slicing it. It's fucking awesome. Bro, what did you say?
The size of Gomah's fist compared to Goku's tiny little fist. It's like,
this shit was funny, bro. And remember, Toriyama, you know what's funny about this? This is like a deep Toriyama thing. Toriyama said that the reason as to why he grew Goku up in Dragon Ball, like before the 23rd tournament, is because he wanted to have fights that looked less ridiculous than a little kid beating up on a taller person, because he wanted it to be more like even heighted fighters. That way it's more like a real fight, right? Like a kung fu movie or like a MMA fight or whatever. But recently he's done shit like CLIMAX, who was a kaiju, and now we have Gomah here, who's big as shit. I almost feel like Toriyama just drew him big and just told them, okay, you handle the fight scene, because I think that the animation team like came up with most of the fight, but I think Toriyama was like, fuck it, if I don't have to draw it, let them do it. That's the way I see it, you know. That's something he would do.
Yeah.
Like he gave them carte blanche to like do whatever they wanted.
Yeah.
That scene is awesome, bro.
I love that.
Bro, the camera, and you have to pause it so you can see everything. There's so much shit going on. What?
Where he's got his hand behind him like that, and he just catches the sword. He's like, yeah, you got no chance, bro.
he's pretty badass, bro. Like, okay, let's keep it a buck. King Gomah looks ridiculous. He's a goofy looking final boss, but he's pretty fucking tough, man. For this level. He's working these motherfuckers. Where comes Majin Ku and Do? See you later, Ku. Bro, this has to be one of the greatest animation cuts in the history of the series.
Oh, definitely, 100%. And this is the thing that I love is when they get the animation on point. If they could just get it this consistent all the time.
Well, they can't every single episode, but for every fight scene, it should be like this.
Yeah.
Because dude, this is like movie level shit. And like, see how the camera pans back, and so Gomah goes further back in the frame, and then Goku enters the frame from the right. That's great work, man. You see, he's back there. Here comes Goku from the right. Yep. He actually got him with a shot there.
He hit. Yeah.
Yeah. And the music kind of sounded like Broly music from the movie.
Yes, it does. Yes.
At this part right here specifically.
Yeah.
Yeah. This part. And look at that. So he breaks out, and look what they did. They did the Sharpie. They just took a Sharpie and drew it on the page all like sharp. You see that, right? Like how it's just a Sharpie?
Yeah.
And then he powers out of it, bro.
I love it.
That's a badass pose, bro.
Yeah.
He's got aura.
You've got no chance. I'm Wish Jiren. I'm Tamu Jiren.
No, at this level, they have no chance. Yeah. They're going to have to figure something out this week, which they will. I just don't know details of it. What were you going to say?
No, I was agreeing with you. Yeah.
There's something's going to have to happen, bro. Here it comes. This is when the camera follows them. I like how you can actually hear the charge. Like, you can actually hear the energy charging up with the Tamagami. Listen. This is the final battle. This can't be the final boss. They're going to introduce somebody new in the next episode. You wait and see. Come on, bro. Come on, bro. That's copium right there, bro. Look at that, bro. You know what? I said it in my breakdown. This shit right here is Ghostbusters with the power packs.
Yes.
The proton packs, you know. Yeah. That's an awesome visual.
This particular scene, right? So when I messaged you the other day saying that it looks like it was zoomed in, like with the line work and stuff, this is the part that I meant, like after this bit. if you press play, I'll show you what you mean. But
Okay.
if
Okay.
the image now, right?
Right here?
Yeah. So if you were
Okay.
to zoom in on, like, I know you don't have to, but let's just say,
I can't.
yeah, if you were to zoom in on that particular part, right, that part will look very similar to the next bit that will happen. If I show you in a sec, if you press play,
You want me to hit play?
press play.
All right.
There.
Here?
Yeah. So the lines are really, really, really thick. Now, to me, it looks like that it wasn't meant to be that close of a shot. It looks like it was meant to be further away. So it could have been that they took a scene from somewhere else and they just put it in this particular bit because they liked it. But it's just one of those things that just messed with my head a little bit.
Yeah, people are bringing up the Hachiak fight, and yeah, I mean there are some similarities. That is unquestionably true. I mean, okay, maybe you're right. I just think I think this part was done purposely. I think that they did it to give it like a different kind of effect.
Yeah.
Because the idea here is that it's not that Gomah's face is distorted. It's that the purple energy around him is distorting his face.
No,
you know what I'm saying?
I get that. I think it's just, it doesn't, because he did it earlier on, and it was very blurred and stuff, and it was like, but it was still, the line was still clean, so you could understand what was going on. To me, it just looks like it's really, really zoomed in, and there's just more of the scene that they've cut out, for whatever reason. Like, because sometimes they're not.
I don't think that's the case, but I see why you would think that. Yeah, I'm only saying that because this show was very meticulously done.
Yeah. Oh yeah, definitely. Yeah. Yeah.
This guy says, I was right about the Tamagamis helping Goku fight Gomah. Yes, you were right, but it's not all the Tamagamis, it's just one. So
yeah.
So Evil Eye Gomah is like Kid Buu level. I might put him above Kid Buu. Again, let's look at the next few episodes and then we'll see. Yeah, see, that voice actor had to have a good time recording that line. Oh, and then here comes the big explosion. Give me one of those bugs. Because remember, he's like, I don't eat bugs, but now he wants the bugs. So
yeah, that's it must be bad as well if Vegeta's begging for a scent like a revival bug.
A revival bug, yeah.
Like, oh my god, this is bad.
Let's continue with the super chats here. Roxander Jin Amunka says red title cards could be a Namekian message. It's not, though, because it's not written in Namekian. It's written in Japanese. It's not a Namekian message, brother. It's written with Japanese characters, not Namekian characters. So whatever the message is will be revealed when all the episodes are out, whatever that message is. Yeah. People seem to think it's like some kind of message announcing the next series. You do it to yourself, man. You do it to yourself. Don't get your hopes up for that.
Yeah, I don't think they make it that deep.
Well, I think if it's going to be something involving the future, then maybe, yeah, they might, but there's nothing involving the future going on. So it's like, no. I don't know. I mean, I don't know. I just would not get my hopes up for it being anything too crazy. Yeah. Julius Irvin said, how can Goku get a new form in Daima if he never used it in Super? That's why I think we see a new fusion instead. Very, very simple, bro, because whatever new form he gets is only going to be something applicable in the demon realm. Clearly. Yeah. Or it's something that he only is able to use once. I don't think the new form is Goku just powering up and mutating into the next form. I don't think that's what it is. I think it's something involving magic. Earlier, JD was like, maybe Nebai uses his magic to unlock power. That's a very big possibility.
Yeah, I would agree. It's all magic based. And to be honest, I actually really like the magic side of Dragon Ball as well, like the demon realm. When in Super, where we I've literally forgotten his name, Moro with the magic. I loved it. I thought it was a really, really hot take, and I thought it was really, really good. I really like that side of Dragon Ball. Good.
So what's gonna happen this week is I may end up doing 2 streams. I might do 2 Super Magic shows this coming week. Because Friday we're gonna get the big reveal. The episode's called Awakening. If the episode is called Awakening and you know something big's gonna happen, you should be able to figure out or at least narrow it down. Okay, that's number one. So I'm probably gonna do multiple streams. I may do a stream on Friday and then on Sunday as well. I haven't decided yet, but we may end up doing 2 streams. However, there's a lot going on this coming week, so we'll see. We'll see what happens. But I'm just saying I may do 2 streams. I may actually do a 3rd stream taking your calls because I want to hear your reactions. I want you guys to call in and talk to me and hear your reactions to this new thing that we're gonna see.
That'd be really cool, actually. I think that'd be really cool. Get to see what everyone else thinks.
Right, yeah, because people are gonna have opinions.
Yeah.
Like you're gonna have an opinion, pro or con. Anytime there's a new form or something new, like Gohan Beast, when Gogeta appeared, like something like that always gets people talking.
And the thing is, as well, I think that usually when a new form appears or something, like so when Gohan Beast first appeared, I wasn't a fan of it. I genuinely didn't like it.
It's a weird design for sure.
Yeah, I understand it. Like, so basically, like, because his hair is so big, and I'm like, oh, it looks ridiculous. But then, like, someone said to me, yeah, but Goku's hair is really big, but it just drops down. And I'm like, actually, do you know what? That kind of makes sense. And then eventually I kind of warmed up to it, and I do actually quite like Beast Gohan now. I think it's quite cool. So I think really you just need to give things a chance and just accept that it's Dragon Ball and it is what it is and it's cool.
Well, I mean, if people don't like it, they don't like it. It's just I know that some people are going to love it. Some people are going to be like, wow, they actually did this. Like, you know what I mean? Like, because my, and I will share this. I don't mind sharing this. When I first was told, and I've said this about in the past, but there's 2 stories here. When I was first told about Super Saiyan 3 Vegeta, I thought the guy was lying to me. I thought he was working me. I thought he was fucking with me. I was like, dude, come on. There's no way they're doing Super Saiyan 3 Vegeta. Then I saw it, and I said, okay, he was not bullshitting me. That guy knew what he was talking about. I thought he was just trying to prank me into doing a video, but I always double source everything. Yeah. So I always double source everything whenever I get information. And if I don't, I tell you. I straight up say it on stream. I'm like, I have not been able to double source this, but blank. Okay. Yeah. Like when Daima was 20 episodes, when I found that out back in like September, I think, or October, I think it was September. I didn't tell anyone right away. I revealed it in one of the breakdown videos later on, but I didn't say it right away just because I wasn't able to double source it. Then when I double sourced it, that's how it works, bro.
Yeah, definitely. Yeah. I mean, Leia, so like you have to. I mean, to be fair, like there's a couple of things that I didn't like about, say, like Super and Transformation, because I think most Dragon Ball fans, I mean, I don't know, but from my opinion, people get a little bit tired of transformations all the time. They get a bit transformation fatigue. But
I agree with that. There's a lot of transformations.
What I would have liked is that now that Goku got God power, he then cannot transform into regular Super Saiyan. And
there wouldn't even be a need to when you think about it.
Well, no, there isn't really. But like, I feel like if I think it would have been good to say that, oh, I can't turn Super Saiyan anymore. And then Whis is like, well, that's because you now have God Ki. Like, you can't do it anymore because you don't have that mortal energy anymore. And I think that would have been good, because then when Gohan and everyone else turns Super Saiyan, it's still relevant. And then obviously Goku and Vegeta do their God form because they're a step above them. Yeah. And then they start elevating to Ultra Instinct and Ultra Ego. And then it's still the excitement of new forms, but new God forms.
Let me address this question real quick. because I want to address it. He says, Goku achieving another level isn't a goddamn level that matters. It's not used in Super and clearly isn't good enough to handle Beerus because it was never considered. Number one, maybe you should wait and see how Daima explains it before saying stupid shit like this. You don't know how Daima's going to explain it. You don't know how it's going to tie into Super. You don't know. So you're just assuming, and you're leaning into your emotions. Number two, if this story takes place before Battle of Gods and Goku says in Battle of Gods that Beerus is the strongest guy he's ever faced off against, of course everything before it ain't going to work. He smacked Super Saiyan 3 down with one hit. This is a fucking kid show, bro. It's not rocket science, bro. This is not that hard to figure out, dude. Of course what Goku gets in Daima isn't going to be used in Super. Maybe you should wait and find out why.
Yeah, the best advice I would give people is just wait until the episode is done and dusted, and then reflect on how you feel about everything. Because
yes, or don't, like, it's a dumb assumption. Obviously, they're going to explain why Goku doesn't have it in Super. Obviously,
yeah.
If they don't, I'm going to rant about it on here with everyone.
Yeah,
of course they're going to explain it.
And we'll be saying, why the hell has this not happened? Why the hell has that not happened? You know,
did Goku tell Beerus, Lord Beerus, I'm going to use my second strongest form against you? Why the fuck would he say that?
Exactly. Yeah. It just wait until it's finished. Like, you can't.
They're going to explain it.
That's not even happened yet. Like, you don't know what's going to happen. We don't know what's going to happen, and and it is what it is. Just whatever. Just wait until it's finished. You don't go to a movie theater, sit through 3/4 of the movie, and leave and say, I hated the way that ended.
Some people do that though, and I hate it. But you're right.
Yeah,
you're right about that.
Yeah, but just chill out, man. Just chill out and just wait for.
He's got the pitchforks up, ready to yell at the series without even seeing it finish, bro.
Just sharpening the pitchforks, and they're ready. We're waiting. But it's like, just chill. Just chill out. It's entertainment. It's fun. Just enjoy it, man. And that's it. If things aren't explained, then yeah, you've got a right to be.
Yes, I agree.
Why is
it we haven't even seen it yet, and this dude's like, it doesn't matter. Well, if it doesn't matter, bro, why are you even watching Daima then? If all you care about is, brother, if all you care about is super strong characters, then don't ever watch Dragon Ball Z. You know what? Don't even watch Super. Just watch Superhero and Broly, bro, because that's all you can watch. Because anything before that doesn't matter anymore.
Yeah.
Come on, bro.
Just chill and wait till it's finished. Wait till it's finished, man.
Okay, I appreciate you defending me, bro. I appreciate it. I'm not picking on you. I'm just telling you to wait. Don't assume that this is just going to happen and it's not going to make any sense. Just wait and let's see. That's all I'm saying. That's all I'm saying is to chill. That's it. Just wait. You think Goku's going to get a new power and then not have it be explained? It hasn't even been foreshadowed. Yeah. There's been very little foreshadowing on this.
That is so. Only thing really is like this.
Careful.
Is the only thing that's foreshadowing about that may happen is fusions because of the fusion bugs.
Oh, that yeah. Well, I mean that's what I'm saying. Like there's been very little foreshadowing to Goku getting a new power, but they're not going to just give it to him and just never explain it. That would be weird.
No, cool. And the thing is as well, they put so much care into this as well that they're not going to mess this up. I'd be very surprised. I'd be very surprised if they do, because it would be like, it would not ruin the series, but it would be just a little niggle at the series where it's not quite perfect. Because to me, I think this is.
Here's another genius. Beast wasn't explained. Just saying. We're not talking about Beast. We're talking about it. Hold on, Deaddark. We're talking about a form that takes place before Super. There hasn't been any stories after Superhero, Jeremiah. Fuck, bro. Again, it's like I'm talking to a bunch of second graders. It's like their brains aren't formulated enough to figure out what I'm trying to say.
I think what he's trying to say is that not everything does get explained. But
but they're going to explain why Goku doesn't have this in Super. You don't think that they came up with this series and said, we're going to put it out before Battle of Gods. We're not going to explain anything, though.
The thing is, what he also needs to realize as well is that with Super, it's still continuing. So Goku can ask him, well, how the hell did you get that form? And probably, can I get that form? You know what I mean? Like, is that will get explained later because Super is still ongoing. So
that's something else too. Like, we don't know where this series is going to stand, but it's like, just let's wait and see, bro. Let's just wait and see. If it doesn't get explained, we'll talk about it. If it gets explained, we'll talk about it. But there's no point in yelling at something that hasn't happened yet. It's Schrodinger's cat, bro. The cat inside the box might be alive or it might be dead. We don't know. So can we wait until it comes out before we complain? Can we wait until it comes out before we complain? Am I crazy am I an unreasonable person for saying, let's wait till it comes out?
No, you'd think it would be normal to think that. Let's just wait and see what happens.
Yeah, man, let's wait. I agree. Let's wait and see what happens. We don't know. We don't know.
If they're right to speculate on what they think is going to happen, but you can't get mad at something about something that you think is going to happen because it hasn't fucking happened.
Right. That's all I'm saying. That's all I'm saying, bro. Let's just wait. Don't start assuming. All right. JD says, I hope they explain or show the third eye actually having a weakness. Also, Abura didn't wear it all the time. I hope the eye can reject the user like Bleach and the Hog Yoku. I wonder if it gets destroyed. Well, I don't know if it gets destroyed. I couldn't even tell you that, right? But the thing about the third eye is that I think that maybe when he put on the third eye, maybe it sort of makes you behave in a power hungry, sort of like roid rage, right? Where you're just always irritated. So that could be something that that gets explained as well. But again, that they might explain it, they might not explain it. I mean, I can't predict the future, bro.
Yeah. I like the I don't know how I feel about it having a weakness. I'd like it to not have any weakness, just that. Yeah, I'd rather them having no weakness to it, to be honest, just because it makes it more difficult for everyone else.
Yes, and again, if you think me raising my voice scares you, number one, that's pussy shit. Number two, my entire point is let's wait before we watch something. Because somebody in the chat was like, "Oh, are you upset?" I'm not upset. I just think people need to wait before they get mad at something. Am I weird for saying, you know what, that Avengers Doomsday is gonna suck dick, bro? It's gonna fucking suck. How are they gonna explain Dr. Doom? It doesn't make any sense. But Danny, the movie hasn't come out yet. How do you know they're not gonna explain Dr. Doom? Because we never saw Dr. Doom in the MCU until now. How are they gonna explain it? This sucks. It's garbage. I just don't do that anymore.
Barry was in Moon Knight.
Who?
The country that he's from.
Right, yes.
So he was there, but you didn't see him.
Yeah. And that's my point, is what's the point of me getting mad at something before it comes out saying they're not going to explain it when maybe they will?
Yeah, exactly. They will explain it. They will, because they're not stupid. Like the Robert Downey Jr. thing where he plays Doctor Doom and all this sort of stuff, blah, blah, blah.
That's all being done on purpose. It has to be.
Of course it is. They're not stupid. They're not going to just throw it out there and think, do you know what? People won't notice that. So of course they will.
Right.
And answers and things like that. It's gonna get explained. And obviously, like with him saying that you're raising your voice, you're raising your voice because of the absurdity, not because you're upset. Because it's like, come on.
Thank you.
Like, listen.
Yes, I'm raising my voice because it's of how absurd that comment is. That's correct.
Does this person ever raise his voice? Is he going to raise his voice if he doesn't, hear or see the thing that he wants? It's silly. It's just, come on, stop being stupid.
I think it is silly. All right, moving on. Junior RDZ04 says, I bet $100 you won't bring back the Geekdom 101 podcast before the end of this decade. Also, I may be pretty, but I ain't pretty as a pair of titties. That's a line from True Romance, where Drexel, the character played by Gary Oldman, is like, now I know I'm pretty, but I know I ain't pretty with prettier than a set of titties or something like that. So, no, I'm not going to bring back the Geek the 101 podcast anytime soon. So, you know what I'm saying? All right.
Bring it.
What?
You can bring it back if you come to my wedding.
That's we'll see. Does it ruin your experience as a fan knowing spoilers in the show? No, because if I wanted to avoid them, I would, and I wouldn't cry about it. I would avoid spoilers if I would without bitching and moaning on social media about spoilers. I would just avoid them.
We've discussed this before, actually, me and you, haven't we, really?
We have. Hancho says, why don't you tell us what you want to happen for episode 18? I want it to be a really good episode. That's what I want. I want it to be memorable, and I want it to be good. Is that too much to ask?
I want the fight scene to be elevated even more. I want more choreography. I want more camera angles. I want more. Okay, this might be
the camera angle stuff is cool, bro.
My favorite fight scene in Daima so far is Goku versus Tamagami 3. Okay. Yeah. That's actually my favorite. That's my favorite fight scene. To me, that to me was brilliant. Like the choreography, the way he Daibo, everything. I love the whole. That to me, that's peak for me for that whole fight scene. I liked that more than Super Saiyan 3 Vegeta. I liked it more than the recent fight that we've just seen with everyone fighting Gomah. That's my favorite scene. You want something more like that? Yeah, but with more people, with more characters. They're all doing their little bit, and they're all just, they're all trying to take him on. He knocks one back, then another one comes in. It's the same sort of thing. He gets twatted. Then the next one comes in. That sort of stuff. I'd like to see them really go for it. I'd like to really, really go for it as well. And I want it to be a full episode of action. Is that fair? Yeah, 100%. Right. Okay, let's look at the poll results. Okay. So I asked, which do you think is happening in 18? Pick one. New form, Super Saiyan 4, or fusion? 52% of the people said fusion. 48% said new form. What's funny about that is that's really, really close. Yeah, it is very close. That's really close, bro. Like that's almost 50-50. Would you be able to do a poll to say what would you like? Okay, hold on. Guys, stop fighting in the chat, please. Come on. They're over here like yelling at each other, bro. Like, stop fighting in the chat, okay? Relax. All right. At the end of the day, like, I know no fights about it, and it's a show they all love, but at the end, it is just a cartoon. Let's just chill out, man. Xavier says, Goku went SS3 against Beerus and Fat Boo right away. I can explain that. But I do love that when characters don't transform right off the bat and work their way to it. Yeah, I think a lot of people like it too. I think that's a common thing that people like. And the reason as to why Goku goes right to Super Saiyan 3 instead of fighting normally is because, number one, he already knows that he's going to need it against Majin Buu or he's going to get wiped out like Vegeta was. That's number one. And number two, in the manga, notice that like transforming. Has anybody ever noticed that when you see Goku transforming in these like base Kaioken Super Saiyan, when he goes up the ladder, it's only in the anime. It's almost never in the manga. Toriyama does not write like that. Toriyama's original manga, which people need to read, you will see that, like, for example, Vegito fighting Buhan. In the manga, he goes right to Super Saiyan. In the anime, there's a whole episode of him in base fighting Buu, which I do enjoy. It's a good episode. And then he transforms. That's more of an anime thing. Yeah. Toriyama doesn't really write stuff like that in the manga. It's kind of interesting because I don't think people
remember that.
Yeah, they need to dramatize it more, don't they, for TV and things like that. So, but like, I think from what I remember, when he first fought Boo, he was Super Saiyan 2 at first, and then
That was anime only.
yeah, and then yeah, it was because
in Kid Buu he went right to SS3.
did he? Yeah,
In the manga,
I can't
not in
remember.
the anime. In the anime, that fight where he's SS2 is anime only.
Because I've got it. I can't believe I can remember the images, but I can't quite remember.
What are you doing back there, bro?
I've got all my manga here. I was just trying to find it.
Oh, well, that's a lot to look through. But I can pull up any chapter if you want to see it. Okay, but the point is, I agree. I do agree with Xavier, though. I actually do like when Goku like uses a form and then like works his way up. I do like that.
I do.
You can't always do it, but I do typically when they do it, it makes sense. Joseph Lalding. I'm sorry, I messed up your name earlier, dude. Please forgive me. La Langlan. Will the creators of Dragon Ball ever bring powerful characters from the game to the anime, like Dragon Ball Superheroes short anime was like the World Tree and Hearts? No, that will never happen, especially now. I don't know if you've noticed this, and I've talked about this, but not on stream. And if I have talked about it on stream, I forgot. Okay. Have you noticed that Dragon Ball Daima is borrowing ideas from Heroes and like rebooting them? Have you noticed that Heroes has been shut down? In Japan, Dragon Ball Heroes is over. It's done. It's been replaced by Dragon Ball Super Divers. What that means is the characters in Dragon Ball Heroes, Mira, Toa, Demigra, Mechakabura, they're out. Like they still will exist in the Heroes multiverse, but Dragon Ball Daima is like erasing Dragon Ball Heroes, if that makes sense. Not literally, but like they're not going to go back to Toa and Mira when they have Glorio and Rinsu. That kind of stuff. You know what I mean?
Just discontinued it.
Yeah, they discontinued it. I think this week's episode coming up will really, really hammer home that they're erasing stuff from the past. All right, like they're really gonna hammer that home. You'll understand why in a week or in a few days. Because I have a lot to say about it, huh?
One of the fight scene that we just watched where Goku is avoiding the sharp stones. I'm pretty sure that scene looks very similar to where Goku fights Hearts and Heroes, where he's dodging everything. It looks I might be wrong, but like my brain is reminding me that they look very similar.
Yeah, absolutely. All right, Chambiz says, do you think or know if any of the last episodes are longer than 20 minutes? I don't know. I hope so, but I do not know for sure. I'm not going to sit here and say I know and I'm not telling you. No, I do not know.
I would hope so.
All right. What Gohan Beast is a gateway to SS4, like an unmastered SS4. No, it's not. People really need to stop doing this shit, bro, because this is annoying. Broly's Ikari form is not a gateway to Super Saiyan 4. Gohan Beast is not a gateway to Super Saiyan 4. Super Saiyan 4 is nothing like those two forms. Nothing. If you've seen Dragon Ball GT and you saw how Goku became Super Saiyan 4 in that show, please explain to me how any of that relates to Gohan. Where are the Bruce waves? Where's Golden Uzaru? Where's the mutation? None of that equals Gohan Beast. I don't understand why people say that this is the gateway to this one. No, like logically, how does that make sense?
Can I give my thought as to why they may think that?
Go for it.
Because if essentially forget GT doesn't exist.
Okay.
But we mentally of Super Saiyan 4 and people want it. So maybe like the Akari form that Broly had, the reason why they're saying could this be like the step two to them introducing Super Saiyan 4? Maybe that's what he means, because I wouldn't have a problem with that if that's how that worked.
I wouldn't have a problem with it. It's just they're different forms. Like
No,
objectively, they're not in any way similar. You know what I mean? Like getting to that level is not in any way similar to Beast or Ikari.
no, I know that, and I think they're just trying to find pathways to try and bring it into the modern version of Dragon Ball. I think maybe that's
right.
What
but if you're gonna do that though, you have to figure out a way to do it to where it makes sense, and
yeah, definitely.
It's not really, you know what I mean?
Yeah, and I get that. I think they're just I think people are just trying to find any avenue to try and to sew Super Saiyan 4 into it whilst ignoring GT, because we know that with the Blutz waves and all that sort of stuff, that's how you get Super Saiyan 4. But
right.
You're now discontinuing GT. It doesn't exist. People still want Super Saiyan 4, but they're just going to try and get it in, but a different way. So they're trying to rewrite the law of how Super Saiyan 4 is activated. Maybe. So maybe that's a way.
Yeah, no, it might be, but I'm saying that they don't have anything in common right now. They just don't.
No.
So, all right, next one. Think Neva might create a demon moon for SS4 Goku. What do you think about that idea? A demon moon. I'm not gonna verify if it's SS4 or not, but what do you think about a demon moon?
Okay. Let's
say a blood moon.
Yeah, I mean, let's say if that did happen, then I suppose then that is really taking everything from GT in a way, because you got the moon, and then he's transforming and whatever, and all these things. So, I personally would like to see if you know things like this do happen. I would like to see. I wouldn't want to see something taken like that from GT. I'd like to see a new thing. That's what I would like to see. I wouldn't be a fan of it, but I do get the idea. But it's not something that I would like.
I actually sort of like the idea if it's explained properly. Like I'm not saying it's going to happen, but if Neba has the power to create like an artificial moon that gives a different kind of Brutes wave and it leads to Goku going SS4 or whatever, I actually wouldn't hate that. I wouldn't hate it. I just don't think it's going to happen, but I wouldn't hate it. You know, but also what would be the purpose of him making a moon? You know what I mean?
Well, yeah, I mean, because then like, okay, let's say hypothetically this happens, then would his tail come back? And then he would turn into Super Saiyan 4, and then it's virtually exactly the same as GT, but then also it would then explain why it wouldn't be in Super, because there's no demon moon.
Right. Well, whatever the new form is, and I say that knowing what it is, but not wanting to leak it, whatever the new form is gonna have to like be something that, and that's what I said earlier when these fucking a couple of these guys in the chat thought I was being mean or I was yelling at somebody. I wasn't yelling. I'm always loud. The whatever this form is, they're gonna have to explain why it works in the demon realm and not in the outer realm. They're gonna have to, you know.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. They need to explain it, and I think they will.
It can't just be. It cannot just be that Goku just transforms into it and that's it.
No. Because again, that's another ass pull. But
it's gonna feel like that for sure.
Yeah, and I think it will get explained in episode 20 when everyone's chilling out and fixing everything they need to fix, and it's like, oh, do you know why I can't do this or why I can do that? And it's like, oh, it's because of this. So they will explain, but I think it will be at the end. My theory, if it was to happen, I do have a theory as to what I think how it would happen. I would probably say it's got to do with Dr. Arinsu. I would probably say that she's gonna do something, and then let's say
like some magic thing.
Yeah, let's say it happens, right? I reckon she will say, you're not supposed to look like that. You're supposed to be big, a big ape. And I think that's what, and then because she's like, and then maybe they'll explain why Saiyans have got pointy ears as well in when they go Great Ape. So I think it's got something to do with that. That's what I think anyway. I'd like that. I'd be happy with it.
Yeah, I think whatever it is going to be explained by some kind of special magic. That's what I'm saying. Like, it's not going to be like regular magic. It has to be some kind of special magic. If Goku just taps into the form by transforming like he did against Frieza, then it's not going to make any sense. There has to be something like where they say, well, this happened, that happened. You know, Heish and I did a video back in September where he speculated that Goku gets bit by the werewolf, and that's what leads to him getting a Super Saiyan 4 type of form.
That'd be cool.
It would be cool, but the werewolf is not in this part of the show, so it's probably not going to happen, you know?
No, yeah, obviously, yeah, but I mean, at the time, I suppose, yeah, it made sense.
Yeah, for sure, for sure.
Way to go, and obviously with the eye being a magical artifact, you know, I don't think regular mortal traditions are going to work.
Are you saying you think that Goku's going to take the eye and put it on himself? I've seen some people say that.
No, but I have seen that fan art, and I really do like that. I really like it. I honestly really liked that idea. I thought that was really cool. Again, because it breaks the mold of how all transformations work and stuff. So,
yeah, right, for sure. All right. Ranwell Nagales says, while I see the fusion bugs happening, and I don't mind new form, I personally would love to see Goku using a Demon Realm Spirit Bomb against Demon King Gomah. I'd rather see that over SS4. Maybe. Yeah. I talked about that a while ago. It's been months. What do you think?
Yeah, a demon Spirit Bomb. That would be really cool. I do like that. Wow.
Especially if it's red.
Wow.
You know what I mean? Imagine if it was like red, like the opposite of the regular Genki Dama, the regular Spirit Bomb.
I'll give you a form now, and this will make sense. Now wow, listen to this. Right. Gomah is Wish Jiren, really. He does a Demon Spirit Bomb. He fires it at Gomah.
Oh, Goku does to Gomah. Gotcha. Okay.
Gomah fires it back at Goku.
Oh no!
You know what I'm gonna say, don't you? You know what I'm gonna say. And
Dragon Ball Super 110.
Yeah, yeah. So like how we went Ultra Instinct. Oh my god.
Yeah, I don't want to see that though because that's almost the same thing. It's not the same thing, but it's too similar. You know what I mean?
That happening. I can genuinely see that happening. That could be a thing. I hope it doesn't, but because the Spirit Bomb's Goku's trump card. Wow. Yeah.
I mean, we do not know if the Spirit Bomb, if the Genki Dama would work in the Demon Realm, but if they explain that it doesn't work, or that if it does, it's going to be like some kind of different magic. It won't be the exact same one. I wouldn't be against that explanation.
Yeah. But wow, I hope that doesn't happen. Because then also that's very similar to GT when Goku does a Spirit Bomb against Omega Shenron as well. Oh my god. Yeah. I like that. I like that comment.
All right. Dragon Ball fans are so desperate to look for plot holes. If Bulma didn't point out Goku asking help being uncharacteristic, they call it a plot hole. First total Mark, aka totally not Mark, now this. The Bulma thing after the 10-year time skip can be seen as a plot hole though. Like that is not, I don't think that makes the Dragon Ball fan dumb for that. We have to retcon it in our heads that, oh, she was over exaggerating, but that is a legitimate plot hole though. Like that's one where even I will say like, yeah, that doesn't make any sense.
Yeah, I agree. And I think he's right. I think he is right that fans are desperate to look for plot holes. I do think
the ones no. Here's what it is: the ones that like Daima are desperate to find plot holes in Super. The ones that like Super are desperate to find plot holes in Daima Can we have more Dragon Ball fans that aren't always wanting to fight? Like, am I like in a weird, like every day I see Dub versus Sub, Z versus Kai. Nothing ever changes. Can
No.
we like move past that, bro? Like, let's like fuck, forget about all that shit, you know?
Yeah, it's just like it's like the constant need to be this is the right one. And it's like I like it all. I like all dub versions. Like
There's bad things about Super,
yeah.
and there's bad things about Daima. Objectively, there's bad things about both shows. But it's just weird that people who like Daima are shitting on Super, and people who shit on Super are shitting on, who like Super, I'm sorry, are shitting on Daima. Oh, well, I want Moro, or no, fuck you. That's the, you what do you know? And it's become like a thing where it's like, all right, like, I get it. People, not everybody wants Daima, but it's already here. Like, we're almost done with the series. Like, it's what's the point in complaining about it now?
Exactly. Like, just like Dragon Ball. Like, you like Dragon Ball. Like, you don't have to.
And there's plot holes in Z and in OG Dragon Ball. Let's not forget that.
You tell me any franchise that doesn't have plot holes.
I'm sure there's a couple, but probably not that many.
Yeah, like I'm sure someone can find a plot hole in any franchise that you find. Do you know what I mean? Nothing is 100% perfect.
Especially if you have like more than one person in charge. That can also really,
because like no one is like got the whole story from beginning to end all mapped out. Everything is always adapted and changed years and years later on. Like Super, is a new thing. So there's going to be plot holes, things that you've forgotten that you've said in previous stuff, and things change, and then that causes a contradiction with this. It's just part of it. So just don't waste your energy getting upset over it, and just enjoy it that it's back. And that
there's nothing wrong with getting upset when it's actually like bad, but when you're like looking for reasons to shit on other fans, it's weird.
That's what I mean. Yeah.
Yeah. It's like, find something better to do. Luckily, most of the chat agrees with me. They're not, people in the chat are not losers. Well, there's probably a couple, but the majority of them seem like rational people.
Yeah.
And I think they kind of see where I'm coming from. DM24A says Shin and Kibita will fuse back together, right? Well, if it's not on screen, it's off, but I sure hope it's on screen. Black Heisenberg, JD, you're doing a good job, but the blowing of the nose is killing my appetite. Okay, first of all, this guy's name is not JD, it's Deaddark, unless you meant to write DD. Yeah. JD is a guy who left super chats earlier. Did he mean to write DD like Deaddark?
Maybe, yeah. Maybe.
Hate to go full Vince McMahon, but can you stop being sick? Thanks, pal. That's a WWE joke.
Yeah. Sorry, I do apologize. I can't help. I'm really, really ill. Well, I'm not ill.
No, you don't. You have allergies.
Yeah.
Gabriel Campos, the third eye is like an entity that possesses the user. The eye moving by itself proves it. I don't know. Kind of like fusion, kind of like absorption, right? Absorption and fusion aren't the same thing, but at all. But the idea of the eye being a sentient being is literally, it's literally like, what do you call it? Oh my God, now I'm drawing a blank here. I had it in my head, now I forgot. Oh, the symbiote from Spider-Man. Yeah. Like Eddie Brock can tap into the symbiote, but the symbiote, when Venom was a villain, would oftentimes make him more angry and more vengeful. So I sort of see it like that. Do you know what I'm talking about?
Yeah, definitely. It's I think a symbiote is the right sort of connection.
That's the best I can come up with.
Yeah, that makes sense to me. I don't think it's hard because you don't really know a lot about it, so everything is really speculation. Because it could just be an eye that's just sitting there, and it's just like there's no thought process. It just
moves by itself. Yeah,
it's like a phone charger. You just plug it in and it works.
But if they reveal that like the third eye is actually like possessed by the spirit of an ancient demon king or some shit like that, I'd be down for that.
Which
You know what I mean?
I wouldn't like that. I wouldn't like that. I just think that
That's fair.
I just like that it is what it is. Like I like when I explained to you that the Dragon Ball comic that I want to do. I want to explore different artifacts, not just the Dragon Balls, and this is why I like because I think it's like a different
Agree.
even though it's like, because it's in a demon realm, it's actually alive, so their sort of like artifacts are different. But I quite like it just being like a sentient artifact. That's kind of how I like it.
Yeah, I like it too. I mean, I still think that if they revealed there was an old Demon King, I wouldn't be against it.
Yeah.
But if they don't, I'm not going to be upset. So
yeah.
Kinfolks, in an attempt to make sense of an SS4 demon form return, it would make some kind of sense if eating demon realm foods or the bugs causes a mutation that activates when Gomah claps him and the moon shows up. So he's kind of like doing a demon realm Super Saiyan 4, I guess, right? Like he's talking about like all this magic energy will cause a mutation that Goku's body's not used to. Because he's not a demon. Goku's not from the demon realm. So how is Saiyan biology going to really work down there? I think that actually is not that's not the worst thing we've heard. That's a pretty logical thing to think.
Yeah, that makes a lot of sense. What did he pick up any other different type of bugs as well the
revive bugs and the fusion bugs is all I remember.
Did he pick up a third one? I thought
but I think they have multiple of each, right? They have 2 fusion bugs and I think now 2 of the revive bugs, right? I think they have 2 and 2.
I think you're right. Yeah. I mean that makes sense, to be honest. I mean, he's already eaten a revive bug already, and obviously he's not eating a fusion bug. But yeah, I that makes sense to me. I quite like that idea, actually. I think that's pretty good. A good idea.
I quite like it too, bro. Thank you, Kinfolks. That's good shit. DJ Ish, Geek, why you edging us? I told you I'm not gonna leak anything, bro. I said I've already been giving you hints going back month to month and month and month and month and month and months, right? I've already, and people asking for more leaks. Like, dude, you got like 5 days. You'll be all right. You'll be all right. All right. LBR Storm says they should go ahead and make a wish for Goku and the others to grow up. Well, Gomah's going to stop them from making that wish, bro.
Yeah. Well, that's another point. Because when someone mentioned about the Dragon Balls earlier on, I don't think Gomah would even allow that to happen. You know,
he would stop them.
He'd stop it. There's no way. Or Dragon, at least, maybe. I don't know. But I don't want them to grow up. I like them being kids.
Well, they will at the very end.
Yeah, at the end, yeah, obviously. But I think during the story, I quite like them being kids. I like them as they are. I like it. But obviously, I'm not saying that he's wrong. You know, if you want, I think, you know, that's perfectly fine as well. I wouldn't be against it either. But me personally, I would just prefer them to be kids because I just like it. I prefer them being kids because when I think of Dragon Ball, the first thing I think of is Goku as a little kid anyway, because that's what when I first saw him. And
yeah, I agree. I think that like I think if they're gonna turn them adults now at the very end, I wouldn't be against that being the wish. I just keep thinking that if they try to make the wish, because remember, Neba has to make the wish in Namekian. Remember, not just anyone can make the wish. You got to talk to the dragon in Namekian. So therefore, you don't think Gomah's going to see, like, in the middle of fighting Goku, he's going to be like, what the fuck are they doing? And then go over there. Yeah, like, you know?
Yeah.
So that's what I'm saying. I think they would stop him. All right. Junior says RDZ04. I bet $100 you won't bring back the Geekdom 101. Did I already read that?
I've just literally just having a brain aneurysm. I swear he's put that in already.
Maybe he put it in already, yeah. My
Yeah.
favorite part of the episode is Neva rizzing Toma 1. Yeah, with the little winky face. That was I'm worried that the Tamagamis are gonna die, bro.
I hope they don't.
I hope they don't either. I
Yeah.
really do. It could happen though.
Yeah, it could do. I
don't want Ku and Du to die either.
No, I know them. Well, obviously they're my favorite. I don't want them to die. I want them to stay as they are. I love them. I think they're, and I'd love for them to come back in Super later on somehow.
What, Ku and Du?
Yeah.
The karaoke competition or something, right?
Yeah, that'd be funny. I'd like that.
Somebody in the chat is coping over Gohan. Bro, Warp is asleep. He can't get into the demon realm. You're probably not going to get Gohan. I wish you did.
He's busy with Fidel.
Well, not anymore because they're kids probably.
Not anymore.
I thought Namekian was mostly backwards Japanese. I may be overcomplicating the title situation a lot. Subbed since Toribot vid, by the way. Keep it up, bro. I don't know. You might be overcomplicating things because if you're talking about the Namekian thing, you're actually wrong. Namekian is not backwards Japanese. They recorded lines in Namekian in Japanese and read them backwards, but they don't have the same alphabet. Like, have you not seen Namekian language, bro? Like, look up Namekian language on Google. There's like triangles and squares and shit in their alphabet, but that's not in the episode titles. Like, I don't understand why you think it's in Namekian when they don't even use the same alphabet. They're using Japanese.
Yeah,
and it's not backwards in the title. It's regular Japanese.
Unless he means like speaking it, how they.
He does mean speaking it, but it's a title. No one's saying anything. It's written down. It doesn't have the same alphabet. Like that's Namekian and Japanese do not have the same alphabet, bro. Not even close. In fact, Namekian doesn't even have any They have squares and triangles as letters, bro. Like nobody does that. DBZ cast kept saying Gomah. I don't know what DBZ cast is. Want to be underestimated. He's very powerful. Wasn't to be underestimated. That was he means in the show. Okay, I thought he meant like a podcast. That was before the third eye. How strong do you think he really was? Could he fight? Well, they said about Gomah that he's very good with magic, but they said he wasn't a good physical fighter. So I guess the third eye gives him confidence to fight physical and magic.
Yeah. I reckon we've got a lot more to see from it. To be honest, he's not even really started using the eye yet.
There's more power to come.
Oh yeah, he's got to get. He's literally only had it in for like 20 seconds, and he's slapping people already, like great fighters already. So there's we've got a lot more to see yet, and I'm quite interested to see what else he can do with it.
Right. Me too. All right. Kibbles says, as always, I appreciate you, homie, and raw energy. Honesty, and raw energy. Thank you. Every stream. Always be you. That's what makes your videos and streams amazing, fun. Between all the transformation scenes, which, in your opinion, had the best animation?
Whoa.
Oh man.
Best animation.
See, it's tough because they all got pretty good animation.
Yeah, I think.
Oh, that's tough.
Animation. I think when I'm not saying it's the best, but for me, when Gohan first turned Super Saiyan, I liked that. I thought that was really cool. When he's,
one, not two, right?
Yeah, one. Yeah, one.
Okay, yeah.
I
liked
that when he had his long hair and he's Super Saiyan. That I liked that little animation. But overall, the best Saiyan transformation.
He's saying animation wise, like Super Saiyan 2 Gohan is at the top of my list, but it's more than just the animation. If we're talking about purely animation, you know which one I like? Goku going Super Saiyan 3 against Fat Buu is a good one. I actually like Remember the transformation scene where Gohan went Super Saiyan 2 in the World Tournament Arena in front of Kibito, and his eyes turned green first?
Yeah, that's
that was, and all of the what do you call them? The floor of the arena was floating. That was fucking badass, man.
Transformation animation.
That's badass, brother.
Yeah. Is it? Did he say best of
animation?
So all the transformation scenes. Do you know what? Because he has
a lot of good ones. There's a lot of good ones.
Super Saiyan. I'm going to say Golden Frieza.
That was good. I know which one. It just hit me.
Go on.
Remember when Vegeta went Super Saiyan God in Dragon Ball Super Broly? He's up in the sky and his eyes are closed and the fire starts to swirl around him.
Yeah.
That's the one. That's the one. That's the best transformation animation-wise.
I quite like when Vegeta goes Super Saiyan in Broly as well, because you get that swirl when he goes Super Saiyan, which is very similar to the swirl in the Dragon Ball Z intro. You know, when they all drop down and they're all standing together, and then Goku turns
right, those yeah.
Like that little homage to that, but
no, there's a lot of good ones.
There's loads. Like anime wise, they're all really, really good. I can't really put a finger on which one I'd say is
Broly going legendary in the first movie is kind of a cool one too. Somebody pointed out in the chat.
Yes, it is. Yeah, I mean, I love Broly altogether. The new Broly altogether. I think the way they handled that was just phenomenal. Anyway,
right.
I wonder if there's anybody that likes the tingly back transformations.
I mean, the animation was still good in those, but not as good as the ones we named.
No. But I think I know it's not really a transformation, but it's probably the one that I watch over and over again. And I watch the dub and sub, and they do a video on YouTube. They compare it. Is when Goku goes Kaioken Super Saiyan Blue Kaioken times 10. That bit. That's the bit that I like. I know that's probably the best animation. I know it's not necessarily a transformation, but that's probably my favorite bit that I watch the most. You know which bit I bet when he fights Hit?
Yes, that was actually a good scene overall.
That whole bit where he's screaming, especially is just, that is better than the English dub to me. That I watched that over and over again quite a lot. That's the one that I watched the most, actually.
Yeah, animation wise, there's a lot of good ones, bro. Even Gohan's SS2 with the bird, like a lot of good ones, man. That's a good question because there's a lot there.
Yeah.
Okay, JD says not Deaddark. This is the JD. He says the way the episode ends with the Nioibo foreshadowing the new form. Yeah, he seems to think that when they show a close up of the power pole, that it'll have something to do with the new form. Daima has promised to reveal lore about the Dragon Ball world. Yeah, and it has already, bro. It's already done that. The Nioibo, true nature, where it came from, etc. It could connect Demon Realm Majins to Karin and Karin. Karin is not a Demon Realm Majin, but maybe there is a connection. But you got to be careful, bro, because you're doing that thing where you're letting your imagination run wild. And I would love it if you were right. I would actually love it if the power pole actually was able to work with Goku's transformation. I actually would not be against that. Maybe Goku sticks it up his fucking ass, and that's how it works. But no, but if it doesn't happen, don't be disappointed. Just don't don't let your imagination run wild, because yes, that could happen, but I don't think we need more. Here's the problem: is that there's no foreshadowing for this, very little. And if there is foreshadowing, I missed it. So, and I've known about it for a while. So, I think some folks are going to call it an ass pull. I think I really do.
I think if it just happens, then yeah. But I think if it's explained or shown how it happens, then I think that's better. But we just have to wait and see.
His idea is good. It's just in some ways, it's better than what they're probably. In some ways, his idea is better than what they're probably going to do. Does
The
that
thing
make
is,
sense?
they can't win really, in a sense. No, like because people are going to be unhappy regardless. Because let's say if you just defeat them with a spirit bomb, even if it's a demon spirit bomb, and that's it, game over, done. And they use a fusion, then they're just going to be like, oh, that's a little bit anticlimactic. Or some people are going to love it. But then if it goes the other way and it's a transformation and that happens, then people are going to be like, oh, that's shit. But other people are going to love it. So you can't really win. So they're just going to go with whatever they want. If they don't like it, they don't like it. And loads of people are going to love it. And that's it. And I think that's the way it should be.
So it's Goku Beast, but in an Omen form. Rewind the stream when you get a chance to the part where I said that Gohan, Beast, and Ikari have nothing to do with any of this, bro. Like it's nothing to do with it, bro. There's no connection here, is what I'm trying to tell you. No connection. At least not that I know of. I mean, if they come up with one later, then they might come up with one later. But as far as I know, there's no connection. So yeah. I just wanted to make that clear. Dude, come on. Like, really? All right. Fernando says, will Gomah die as a villain? I'm honestly not sure. So if they decide to keep him alive, I wouldn't be upset. And he turns he changes his life. But I'm also kind of tired of villains not dying, bro. I kind of want his ass to die, dude. I want him to die and King Kadam becomes the king of the demon realm.
Yeah, I thought that obviously because it seems to be the way it's going at the moment that he will just de-transform back into his little self, and then it will kind of be like, right, well, see you later now, you can't do anything. They pick him up and do whatever they got to do.
Well, he's still dangerous, so they would have to arrest him or something, bro. You know what I mean? Like, put him away somehow.
But I think probably Never will probably do something to trap him or something. But I hope they just kill him, just dead. Like that.
I hope they just kill him.
If I was a Super Saiyan, that's what I would do. I'd just be like, you trying to fuck on me? See you later, man. Dead.
Goku's the one that always spares them, bro. He's always the one that's, forgiving. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. I'm a little bit more ruthless than that. I'm more like Frieza, really.
Right. I'm actually looking at the image. We'll see what happens, bro. We have a few more super chats to get through before we get out of here. We have a couple more. Saint Fisuto says, the only plot hole that bothers me in Super is how they got to Future Trunks universe using Perfect Cell's time machine. That's not the only plot hole, but that's certainly one that I can understand because the whole time machine thing in and of itself has a lot of holes, even in Z. Black Heisenberg says there may be no werewolf, but if I was Goku, I would ask Dr. Arintu to bite me in the neck like a vampire and drop another Hawk Tua as on my demon parts.
Listen, loads of people be queuing up for that as well, bro.
That's the best comment ever, bro. Yeah, but here's the question though. Because Dr. Arintu is supposed to be the Glins are genderless, right? Does that mean that she has no nipples? Because why would she need titties, right? If she can't have kids.
Maybe she's just got two big tumors and she's really, she's just thought, you know what, I'm going to make the best of a bad situation here. Maybe they're two big tumors.
You know what you should do, bro? You should draw a hentai picture of naked Dr. Arinsu with no nipples and then spread it around and say that it's nightmare fuel. Yeah. And they call it boner killer .jpg, bro.
Yeah, or they've just got demon eyes there instead, or teeth.
All that scares me, bro. All that scares me. When I was a kid, bro, I had a buddy of mine, not a kid, that's not true. I was like a teenager. A buddy of mine was like, can you imagine if you put your dick in a chick and there's a mouth down there and it bites it off? I was like, yeah, there's an anime that does that. And then it turns out there's actually a live action movie that did that a few years ago, a horror movie. That's actually scary, bro.
Yeah.
It's actually scary.
I get asked loads of times to draw Android 18 naked and bloody Android.
Keep the money coming in, bro. Keep the money coming in.
Yeah, I don't mind doing it every now and then, but it gets a bit like boring, you know.
Right. All right. Speed Punch says, "Hey, Geekdom, I just came." I should just end it right there, bro.
Yeah.
I just
Well,
came.
congratulations, bro. Clarity's good.
Are you going to leak the new form an hour before the episode comes out? No.
Oh,
No. JD says, adding to the Nioibo being the form, Wukong Rui Jingu Bang staff has magic and what?
Yeah, I forgot. I mentioned it earlier, and I forgot what it was called. His stuff.
Yeah, bro. He wrote Wukong Rui Ginju Bang staff. That sounds like a sushi order that I had yesterday, bro. the Rui Jingu Bang roll.
Yeah.
Extra rice. But as the magic inscription that gives it most of its power, what if the Nioibo, like in most JRPGs, needs a passcode to activate its power?
Cool. I quite like that.
Yeah, stranger things have happened, bro.
Yeah, I quite like that. I really like that, actually.
Cool Breezy in the chat mentioned Sailor Moon X. I think you mean or Dragon Moon X. I think you mean Sailor Ball Z. And yeah, I've seen it. Go ahead, hit that dark, bro.
Yeah, I quite like that idea. I really like the fact that, and I really do hope actually that they do use. They're talking about it. The more they're using the Aibo to, and maybe Super Saiyan 4 working together and stuff. That would be very, very Sun Wukong. And I really hope that's what they do. I think that'd be really, really cool. Really cool.
Yeah, I agree. But again, you got to be careful, JD, because sometimes his ideas make too much sense. Like sometimes his ideas make sense. And then when it doesn't happen, yeah.
Yeah. It's not like, I don't even remember last time on the stream, like my friend, when he was saying Goku Black was actually Goten.
Good Lord. Here's one. Bosnian legend says, Geekdom, is it true you told a girl to stop giving you head because it was so bad? I don't know how you know that story. Wow. I don't know if I got stoned and I said it on a stream, but that is something that legitimately happened to me in 2007. Yes.
Oh. I mean, if it's bad, you just say
it felt like I put my dick in a jar of marbles. It was really bad. She was not good at it. I just can't even believe that he knows that story. So either he knows one of my friends, or I said it on when I was high on Twitch or on YouTube years ago and forgot all about it.
Wow.
He wants me to do a speak to him about bad head. I don't know, man. I don't know what I have to say about that.
There's not really a lot you can say apart from it's either bad or good, and that's it, really.
Yeah, yeah. And I'm not gonna teach her how to do it because I don't know how to do it. I don't do that.
No.
Can't you guys please tell us something about the coming up episode of Daima? If you have a spoiler, at least a little bit for a pump up or hype. Okay, I got one. I'm gonna give you a spoiler about Daima episode 18. Goku's in it.
Do you know what? I know another one as well.
What's that?
Vegeta's in it. And do you know what?
True.
What? And this, you might not realize this as well, but Goku and Vegeta fight Gomah. That's a big
Goku and Vegeta fight Gomah. Oh yeah, that's a big plot hole.
Yeah.
They're gonna think you're talking about fusion, by the way. They're gonna think that you gave it away. I hope you realize that.
Yeah, probably. Yeah.
Even though you didn't give anything away, but they're gonna think you did.
And I would hope they don't actually do a Goku and Vegeta fusion, because in all honesty, I'm sick of them. I really am sick of the fusions, to be honest. I'd like to.
I want to see a new fusion too, though. Yeah,
with a different character.
Different character, right?
That's actually powerful as well. That's what I would like to see.
The Gall Germ says, personally, I personally like Daima more for its art style. Well, it's got a lot of great artists on it.
100%.
Got a lot of great artists on it. That's a fact. Thank you. Den says, can you say happy birthday, Jam? Thank you so much. Happy birthday, Jam. I don't know why you're saying happy birthday to a bottle of grape jelly, bro, but I mean, if that's your imaginary girlfriend, Anyways, happy birthday, Jam. Speed Punch says, wanted to ask you, once the new episode comes out, will you make a video of how you know the new form, who suggested the idea, any Toei document? I'm not going to show you any Toei documents, I don't think, because that's inside information, but I will tell you the backstory of how the form came to be. Yes, there is a reason that this is happening, and I'm going to explain it to you in a video. I've already got the video planned out. I've already know what I'm going to say in it, but I haven't recorded it yet because I'm waiting for a bit more information, because they might just come out and say it. But I'm telling you this right now. Mark my words. The episode is going to air at 9:40 a.m. Eastern time in the United States, and it will end at around 10:25. I'm letting you know now, the official accounts, the Toei account, the Dragon Ball account, they're going to reveal what it is. They're going to put a piece of art from the episode out and reveal what it is. I'm telling you now, if you are trying to avoid spoilers, you need to stay as completely off of social media as you can, because you might get it spoiled accidentally.
Yeah, 100%. Like, yeah, if that's not a case of like, oh, I don't like spoilers. If you genuinely don't want to be on it, you just turn your phone off. Like, just avoid.
Yeah, just avoid social.
Just don't go on. Turn your notifications off for social media and stuff like that, because it will be out there. People are going to post. I think it's going to blow up the internet. I really do. I think people are going to go lose their shit over it. I really do.
No, I mean, it's going to be, people are going to like it or hate it, but I mean, it's going to be everything. Like, it's just really hard to avoid spoilers unless you actually like make an effort and you say, okay, I'm not going to turn on, where the hell's my phone at? I don't even know where I put it. Oh, here it is. I'm not going to turn on my phone for a few hours. I'm going to watch the episode, and then I'm going to come back and then talk about it.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. And I'm going to do 2 thumbnails for my review. I'm going to have a non-spoiler thumbnail first, then a spoiler thumbnail in the video. So I'm going to change it after a few hours. So I'm just letting you know that, like, I'm going to be cognizant of people and get my review up early, but I'm not going to spoil it or change the thumbnail for a few hours. So that should give you enough time to watch the episode.
Absolutely.
You know? Yeah. You would hope, right? Yeah. I just wanted to say that, bro, so that they're aware. Huh?
Yeah, I'm sure someone will be upset with it.
I'm sure. Garen Harrison says, look back, they brought more bugs, strength bug. Oh, well, maybe that's going to work. Maybe that's how they get something. I don't know.
Could be.
Okay. So we're forgetting about SSG.
Oh, my God.
What does that have to do with this, bro? Like, we're not. Why are people like this, dude?
Mate, do you know what? I think that because there was it was probably on Twitter.
When was Super Saiyan? Super Saiyan God has nothing to do with this.
It's not even anywhere near close to happening yet. Like, this is
3 years before Beerus arrives.
Yeah, exactly. So when would God even be around? Like, it's just not a thing. Like, I saw on Twitter that some people were saying, well, how the hell can someone was telling me that Daima is set during Super or something, and then it deletes.
That's wrong.
And I'm like, and I said that is completely wrong. I said, literally told you when the time.
That's coping. That's coping.
Yeah, it's like, listen, God is not in it because it hasn't happened. This is the time. Maybe, I mean, I know you've done it a million times. Maybe like an updated timeline video, so people can see. Like,
I haven't done it yet, but I want to do it.
Yeah,
I definitely want to do it. Yeah,
just do a timeline video.
I'm definitely gonna do it.
Yeah, I would, because
I'm definitely gonna do that.
I think a lot of people are confused, and I don't blame them as well, because like, it's like if they're looking.
Look at this one, bro. Did we? He must have missed the stream earlier, bro. You need to rewind the stream, dog.
Yeah.
Clearly, you
Yeah.
came in late, dude. We've discussed all of that already, man. You need to rewind the stream. We've already talked about that.
Use your logic. It's like, okay, why didn't he explain this something?
Critical thinking.
Yeah, just why didn't he? And it's like, oh, I don't know. Is that because it hasn't been explained yet? Yeah. Why hasn't it been explained yet? Well, the show's not over. There's your answer. There's your answer. And if at the end of the series it doesn't explain it, then you've got then that's a huge plot hole. And fair enough, you've got every.
I don't understand why we have to say this every single week, bro. Like
yeah.
it's just that's why I get annoyed, because it's like every week we say the same thing over and over again.
Yeah.
Please stop assuming until you see it. Please stop assuming until you see it. Please stop assuming until you see it. We have X number of episodes left. Maybe they'll explain it. Maybe they won't. Like, I don't know how many times we have to tell them that over and over again. Like, I'm not even like upset. I'm just confused. Like, we have 3 episodes left.
I'm quite a patient person, but like, if you're a person that's like dipping in and out of the show, you don't really watch it as regular as say like we do, then I understand it. But then this, I don't know if you know this, but like, you have a little pocket computer called a mobile phone. And you can go into Google and you can search most of this stuff, and you can search for timelines and where things happen. So you can find the answers out, or watch your videos and it will explain a lot of stuff. So, just wait for answers. Answers will come. That's it.
Listen to what he just said. Wait for answers.
Which I can imagine is being very difficult for a lot of a particular generation, because
they lack patience.
Yeah, because everything is instant for them, whereas we used to waiting for stuff.
They want the answer. They want them to reveal how the new form works before we even see the new form.
Yeah. So what's the point in even watching the show? Well, you might as well just like write it down and say, this is what happens now. See you later. Don't even bother watching the show. What's the point? Because you know the answers.
Right. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like it's a very weird mentality that I just can't understand. Maybe that's my fault. Ron Wells says, I swear that if Goku uses a Demon Realm Spirit Bomb against Demon King Gomah and wins the final battle, I'll be excited to show that clip to my young idol from WandaVision in his Instagram DMs. You and the idol thing, bro. Well, I don't know if you're using that word right or not.
I think you need to explain us what you mean by this idol in WandaVision. I don't know what you mean. Like,
I don't know what he means either. I'm guessing he means actor.
Yeah, please tell us what you mean about that, because I'd actually like to know. I'm quite interested. But the demon spirit bomb, cool. I actually really like that idea. I think that's a really cool idea. I do like it. I do like that.
Yeah. Okay, JXV88. Okay, seriously, Geekdom, why does Gomah look like Jiren? I went over that. That was the first thing I went over in the stream at the beginning of the episode. That was like the first thing we talked about. Garrett Harrison says, no, why Boo? So yeah, I would rewind the stream for that, so you get the full explanation. No, why Boo not there? Perfect arc for him.
So why is it?
Gohan Beast made code, bro. He might be a foreigner. Gohan Beast made code be demon power. Because Kai is from Demon World is the tie-in to Super. I think you're overthinking that, but I think I understand what he's saying.
I think, yeah, it looks like why isn't Boo in this show? Because it would be perfect for him because he's from the Demon Realm. Gohan Beast is a code to some sort of demon power, and it's from then that would tie into the demon world. Well, we don't really know anything about this Gohan Beast form because it's not really been explained. It's just happened, and Boo's dead.
Yeah, Boo's not dead though. He's talking about Fat Boo. He's talking about Fat Boo.
Actually, yeah, that's a good point. Actually, yeah,
right.
Yeah. Yes, sorry, yes. Yeah, Fat Boo. That would make sense.
Yeah. I think he thinks that Fat Boo should have been on that journey with them.
Yeah.
Which I do understand. I totally understand why he would say that, because we
Yeah.
could have gotten a Majin Buu versus Do and Ku fight, and that would have been goofy.
That would have been good. That would have been so good.
Yeah.
I like that. I like that. The second part of the comment, maybe not, but that Boo fighting Do and Ku, that would be wicked. That would be really good. I like that. I might even draw that, actually.
No, that would be a cool piece of art, without question. Wisco Dippers says, what anime series is your favorite English dub and script? Mine's is, even though 20 years ago, the old Yu Yu Hakusho English dub. That is a good dub. I've heard that Full Metal Alchemist has like the best dub in history. I don't know how true that is. Maybe you guys in the chat could give me your opinions on that. But the best one I've seen, I like the My Hero dub a little bit. I like the One Punch Man dub. Like, modern dubs are pretty good, I would say. It's the ones from back in the day that don't hold up.
I like Ghost Stories. Have you heard that?
No. What is that?
Heard that? I'll show it to you after. It's bad. It's so bad, but it's good.
Dub wise?
Huh?
Dub wise?
Yeah. Like, it doesn't make any sense, because I think from the top of my head it was something like they didn't really know what was going on, and they just ran with it, and they just said whatever they wanted, and it just got completely out of control. It's hilarious. I'll send it to you later.
People seem to really want that. Like, agree with you, I mean.
Oh yeah, it's hilarious. Some of the stuff that they come out of I'm crying, because my friend sent it to me and I never heard of it before. I saw it on a TikTok. Someone was asking someone what's the best dub in history, and he said it's the best English dub because it's so bad that it's so good, and it's crazy, so funny. You'll be crying over it. So funny.
Right. Okay. He's Quest for Glory Gamer says, I've always been curious if humans in the Dragon Ball series have transformations. I think it will ever happen. No, humans don't have transformations in Dragon Ball because they're humans.
Yeah.
Jacob John, do you have a transformation? Then you might not be human. You might be special. So no, I don't think we're ever going to get a human transformation. Although people think that when Roshi gets buff, they call that a transformation. I don't think that's a transformation, but if you want to go there with that, then there are characters that get buff, but I would not call that a transformation. You know what I mean? But I guess if you want to, it's not a problem.
Yeah, I mean, it's like, when you go and you transform your body, like, so, I mean, I used to be really, really skinny. I was like really, really underweight. And then I transformed my body into a bigger body, and I was stronger and all that sort of stuff. So maybe like you could tie that in, I suppose, but I don't think it's a transformation that we all know.
Yes, I actually accidentally put that on there. So, Jacob Johnson says, can you say if the form is badass or goofy looking? Well, that's gonna be up to the eye of the beholder, meaning like everyone's gonna have a different opinion on that. Yeah. I think it's pretty badass looking. I think so.
I do.
You do? Okay.
Yeah.
I think it's pretty badass looking.
Obviously, I'm curious as to.
There's going to be people who are going to love it. I can already see that.
I think if it's curious as to. I'm not going to say anything, but I'm just curious as to where they go with it. I've seen the design, and there's other bits that I'm curious of, which I've talked to you about anyway, haven't I? So, we'll just see what happens.
Right. I agree. All right. Dark Cloud Uchida. That's why I love kids. They take up my phone time. Oh, so avoiding the social media thing. Yeah, man. Sometimes you got to unplug. You know what I mean? Sometimes you got to unplug. So yeah, that I agree, man. Gabby says, is the form somehow tied to Journey to the West? I think so. I've said this before, but I don't think people picked up on it. Sun Wukong versus Erlan Shen is referenced in this fight.
Yeah.
So if you know about that, you'll know. If you don't, you don't. What were you gonna say?
I like that.
Yeah, me too. I like that a lot. Joseph Langling. I'm sorry, I always mess up your name, bro. I'm just gonna say Joseph, okay, so I don't butcher your name. I've been a long time fan, subscriber to your channel. I really like to join you live at least once, any chance, bro. Well, I said earlier, bro, we do live call-in shows. We've done 2 already, bro. We've done 2 already, and if you want to see what those are like, go to the Geekdom 101 YouTube channel, go to live, and look at some of the previous Super Magic shows, because I've done 2 Super Magic show call-ins and 3 call-in shows total. So yeah, when we do a call-in show, if you're there, great. If you're not, then
see you later.
You know what I'm saying? Like it's okay. Like if you're not, then next time. Here's a spoiler: Super Saiyan Demon.
I'd like it.
People have wanted that for a while, bro.
Yeah, I would like a like that fan art with the ears and the eye. I would love that. I really like it. I really like that form.
The ears and the eye. What do you mean?
That fan art that someone did where Goku gets hold of the of the eye and he puts it on.
Oh, that one. Okay.
Yeah, I love that. I really like that. Yeah, I really like it. I love that. If they could put, it would break the mold again, which is what I like. And yeah, it would just be so cool. And I'd like to see like a really different version of Goku from it as well. Like if we see him like a really nasty fighter, like he's just out of control and he's beating the shit out of him, and everyone's like trying to get him to stop. It's like, Goku, what are you doing, son? Calm down. And he's like, nah, I'm gonna smash his head in. I think that would be really cool.
Yes, that I agree. That would be cool, and that would be a cool like counterpoint to the Super Saiyan God. Like, yeah. I think that would be a good counterpoint to that. Okay, wait. Emperor Pilaf with third eye, how would it play out? Exactly like how this is playing out. Because Gomah is basically Emperor Pilaf with magic. So literally Gomah has gone from being Emperor Pilaf to Jiren. I really do believe this is done on purpose.
Yeah.
I really do think so.
Even like a hint of Garlic Jr. as well.
Right. Look at this guy, Ucha. I might cry on Friday. Why are you going to cry, bro? Because of Cobra Kai? That's going to make me cry.
I've not even watched it all yet.
No, you hurry up.
Really far behind. Well,
how far behind are you? What season?
Oh my God, like season 2 I'm on.
You got it, bro. You got it. You got 50 episodes. You got 40 episodes to catch up on by Wednesday.
I know. And I've not been avoiding spoilers, but I've not been looking at them, and I've seen bits and bobs and stuff, but like I'm really I've got so much stuff to watch, but like obviously now Dragon Ball, that's put first straight away. I've got so much to catch on. I've got so much to read as well. And obviously I'm doing my tattoo designs at the same time. I'm doing my own comic as well. I'm doing another comic that's going to be really big. That's taking high priority at the moment, because that could actually potentially be really big.
We have an answer, brother.
Oh,
Ron Well said, Geekdom 101. What I mean by young idol means young actor. I'm a longtime subscriber of your channel way before I came here, just so you know. I've never heard a young actor referred to as a young idol. So, I mean, that's why me and Deaddark didn't understand, because that's obviously not slang that we know. I've never heard that, except for I've heard the term idol used for like Japanese models and things like that, but not just for a regular actor.
So does he mean that like he knows a young actor on the show that he's watching?
I think so.
Yeah,
I think so.
Oh, yeah. I mean, wicked.
Yeah, and that's good. That's awesome, actually.
Yeah.
Hardcore GYT Hardcore G YouTube, do you think Piccolo and Neva will fuse? I do not think that, but I wouldn't be surprised. Do you think so?
No. No.
Garen Harrison, Gohan Beast is the Kai Path power up. Supreme Kai is from the Demon World, so could be a Demon World tie-in to Super. So he's basically saying that Gohan Beast, because it may be related to the old Kai, is a tie-in to the Demon Realm, and there's truth to that. Although I still think that it's not like it's not a straight path. You're kind of like dodging through some things to get there, but I see what you mean. Like, I know what he means.
Connection, and it's a fair connection. Yeah, I quite like that. Yeah,
I actually wouldn't be against that if they revealed that Gohan's power for Gohan Beast from the Demon Realm. I actually would not hate that at all.
Oh, I quite like that. I really like it.
I don't like. And remember, Gohan was trained by a demon, Piccolo. So I mean, all of that would actually make sense. It's just that I don't think people should be making assumptions on Goku's form yet until we see it. That's my big sort of. That's what I'm trying to say when I raise my voice or whatever. People got to develop thicker skin, bro. I'm saying it just to say don't shit on it until you see it. And then if you see it and it sucks, then shit on it. That's the way it should be.
When you read a book, you don't pick up the cover and then go straight to the last page. You know, or read the first page and then ask questions. You read the whole thing.
Right. I agree. Jordan Pagel says, "Hey, Geekdom, just wanted to say thanks for all your content. Found your channel a little over a year ago. Oh, you're new, and it helped reignite my childhood love for Dragon Ball at 36 years old. Well, that is great. Thank you, and I'm so glad that you're going to I'm so glad that you're going to that you're 36 and still loving Dragon Ball. I don't think you can ever really be too old to love something like that. You know what I mean?
I mean, I'm 40 this year, so
I'm 40. I'm 41 in 2 months.
Oh wow.
Yeah.
Old bastards, eh?
Look at this one right here, bro. Goku's form with the transformation confirmed. Welcome to the stream. How you doing? I'm glad to have you. All right. Anyways, Cheshire Cat says, I predict that Majin Buu and Majin Buu will eat the fusion bug to save Goku. Goku and Vegeta will fuse, although which fusion is another debate.
Yep. I think Do and Ku will fuse. I really do. I do think they'll fuse. But yeah, that's as far as that goes.
Yeah, right. Yeah, we will see. Flacco Forever says, what if Goku uses Crane Kick to beat Gomah? Well, someone's using the Crane Kick this week. That we know, but it might be on a different show. But yeah, I would not be against that, bro.
I might draw Goku doing that as well, actually.
Happy birthday, Viciously Silent. He turns 39 in a couple weeks. I'm only saying that because I might not see him again. So,
oh right,
we'll see. Yeah, I don't know. He might not be here for the future streams. And then Joseph says, to be fair, I've never missed your live on Twitch. Really? That's good. I appreciate that. Maybe that's when I said that I got a bad blowjob. I don't remember, to be honest. I believe I did say it because it's a true story. I just don't remember if I said it here. You know? Or Discord. Wait, are you saying that you're in the Discord, or are you saying that you want to be in the Discord? I don't understand what you're saying there when you wrote or Discord. We got another one, bro. They keep coming, bro. Ronwell says, oh, no. I don't really watch those Japanese or Korean singers as idols. Oh, yeah, that's right. To be honest, not my thing, although my sister watches those Korean shows. So I watch American shows besides anime. That might be why. Well, yeah, like I said, the word idol is not really one that I associate with that, you know?
Yeah.
So, anyways. All right, he said he's on the Discord. Okay, well, that's good. I don't know what your name is in there, but it's all good. So, all right. Last thing I'm going to go into before we get out of here. We have to get out. But this Friday is Dragon Ball Daima episode 18. You already know that something big is going to happen. I'm not lying to you about that. Something earth-shattering is going to happen. I'm going to do 2 thumbnails. I'm going to do a non-spoiler one and then a spoiler one after a few hours. So the initial thumbnail that pops up is going to just maybe be Super Saiyan 3 Goku against Gomah, something that you know is going to happen. And then we go from there. The episode is called Awakening. So the fact that it's called Awakening, I mean, what do you need any more clues as far as something big happening?
Yeah, that's it, man. It's
called Awakening, right?
Gonna be a big one. It's gonna be a big one.
I think it's gonna be a big one in the sense of like everyone's gonna be talking about it.
Oh yeah, like I've got my posters and stuff nearly drawn, ready for it because it's gonna be big.
I have to get with you about that merch, by the way. We'll do it here when we finish up.
Yeah,
because I wanted to we'll talk about it, but yeah, very exciting time, bro. Like I said, I may do 2 streams this week. I may have Uchi on one, I may have Jordan on the other. I haven't decided yet what I'm gonna do. I may also do a call-in show where you can call in and talk to me, and you can give your thoughts on what we saw. And I'll also tell you this: I don't think they're going to explain the form this week. I think it may be next week. I think this week is when it'll be a surprise. Then next week they'll go over it. That's my guess. I could be wrong.
I think it'll be 20. I think that's usually when things are usually explained, is when everything's calmed down, like in all sorts of Dragon Ball. I don't think it's. Oh no, I suppose Vegeta does explain things sometimes, but I don't think Vegeta would know anything about this. But I think it will probably be the
Neba could explain it.
He could do, yeah. I mean, he could do, but then does he know about the Saiyans? I can't remember.
I don't know, but here's the thing. All right, hold on. Don't say anything else here. Nathan Persifield says maybe it's for Gomah's awakening the third eye's power.
Could be.
No, it couldn't be.
I know.
Have I not been saying now for 6 months? Episode 18, February. Obviously, people don't come into every stream, but I've said it enough times so that regulars will be like, oh, yeah, you did say February. Oh, yeah, you did say episode 18.
Yep.
Gomah's third eye power is already awake, bro.
Yep.
It's already awake.
Yeah.
It's already awake, dude. So it's something to do with Goku being a Saiyan. No, I don't know that. We don't know that. We do not know that yet. We do not know that yet, bro. So we don't know. We don't know the details of it yet. What I'm saying is, don't shit on it. Just wait and let's see.
Yeah,
so
I'd say wait until it's all finished.
Yes. Wait. If we get the explanation next week, that would be okay.
Yeah. But yeah, let's just wait till it's all finished, all packed up, and then discuss it, really, and go from there. Once you've got all the information and everything's packed up, you've been given all your information, and then the questions that you haven't got, or the answers that you haven't got, then that's when you talk about it, and then that's when you can theorize or whatever.
Right. It's going to be something. It's going to be something. Anyways, I am out. Thank you, Deaddark, for hanging out with me. I'm sorry we went an extra 50 minutes, bro. We were getting a lot of good questions, and I liked answering them.
Yeah, no problem. You know me, I'm always free. And I'm always...
Except on Sundays, right? Even though today's Sunday.
Well, it's not work for me. This doesn't work. If you asked me for a tattoo today, if it was for you, I'd say yes. But
if it was for me, yeah.
For you, I'd say yes. But if someone asked me for a tattoo today, I'd be like, no chance.
Right. Yeah, no. Unless it's like a very wealthy get, like if it's like, bro, if like Elon Musk says, I'll give you $50,000 for a tattoo, I think you could probably make it work.
I'd make an exception, yes, obviously. Money talks.
You don't have to work for the rest of the week, but you have to work on Sunday. All right.
Yeah, but cool by me,
Yeah.
man. By me. And if I said no, my soon-to-be wife would literally kill me.
like I said earlier, man. I worked on Christmas Day, New Year's, like all that stuff. You know.
I do as well. I do. I work.
I like this right here. Hold on. What's the I saw? Okay. Do you think Neva can boost Goku's power just like he does to Tamagamis? It's possible. That's one of the possibilities with this coming episode is that Neba will have something to do with it. So, yeah. Anyways, Deaddark, I hope you get well soon. This coming week is going to be crazy. I'm probably going to do 2 streams. We'll discuss all of it this week. Thank you again for stopping by, bro.
Very welcome. Honestly, I'm happy to be here. Happy to come back as many times as you want me. And if everyone else enjoys me being here as well, that's great.
It's a good time, bro. We always have a good time here.
Absolutely. Absolutely, man. It's been fun.
We always have a good time. All right, y'all. Well, take care. Have a good one. I'll see you this week. The biggest week we've had for a while. So